Chapter 30. The activities of the prachetas, of the small rest capital. Vidura vacha ye tvaya bhita brahman sutta prachina barhisa te rudradesh gitena harim siddhim apu pratoshya kam. Vidura uvacha. Vidura said, yet those who, Dvaya, by you, Abhihita, were spoken about, Brahman or Brahmana, Sutta, sons, Prachina Barhisa, of King Prachina Barhi, Te, all of them, Rudradesh Gitena, by the song composed by Lord Shiva, Harim, the Lord, Siddhim, success, Apu, achieved, Pratoshya, having satisfied, Kam, what? Vidura inquired from Maitreya, O Brahmana, you formerly spoke about the sons of Prachina Barhi, and informed me that they satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead by chanting a song composed by Lord Shiva. What did they achieve in this way? Question. In the beginning, Maitreya Rishi narrated the activities of the sons of Prachina Barhi. These sons went beside a great lake, which was like an ocean, and, fortunately finding Lord Shiva, they learned how to satisfy the Supreme Personality of God by chanting the songs composed by Lord Shiva. Now their father's attachment for fruitive activities was disapproved by Narada, who therefore kindly instructed Prachina Barhi by telling him the allegorical story of Puranjana. Now Vidura again wanted to hear about his sons, and he was especially inquisitive to know what they achieved by satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here the words siddhim, apu, or speech, achieved perfection, speech are very important. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschidhyatati siddhayatamapi siddhanamakaschin mam vititattvataha. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. PG 7.3. Out of many, many millions of people, one may be interested in learning how to attain success in spiritual matters. The supreme success is mentioned also in Bhagavad Gita, Mam upetya punarjanma dukhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata. After attaining me, the great souls, who are yogis in devotion, never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. BG 8.15. And what is that highest perfection? Question. That is also explained in that verse. The highest perfection is to return home, back to Godhead, so that one will not have to return again to this material world and transmigrate from one body to another in the dream of material existence. By the grace of Lord Shiva, the prachetas actually attain perfection and return home, back to Godhead, after enjoying material facilities to the highest extent. Maitreya will now narrate that to Vidura. Kim barhaspatyeha paratra vatha kaivalya deshnatadesh priyadesh parsvadesh vartina asadya devam girisham yadrchaya prapu param nunam atha prachetasa. Kim, what? Barhaspatya, O disciple of Brahaspati, Iha, here, Paratra, in different planets, Va, or Ata, as such, Kaivalya Deshnata, to the best hour of liberation, Priya, dear, Parshvadesh Vartina, being associated with, Asadya, after meeting, Devam, the great demigod, Girisham, the lord of the Kailasa hill, Lord is small. Yadrchaya, by providence, Prapu, achieved Param, the supreme, Nunam, certainly, Ata, therefore, Prachetasa, the sons of Barhisat. My dear Barhaspatya, what did the sons of King Barhisat, known as the Prachetas, obtain after meeting Lord Shiva, who is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bestower of liberation? Question. Certainly they were transferred to the spiritual world, but apart from that, what did they obtain within this material world, either in this life or in other lives? Question. All types of material happiness are obtained in this life or in the next life, on this planet or on another. The living entity wanders within this material universe in so many species of life and so many planetary systems. The distress and happiness obtained during the span of life are called Iha, and the distress and happiness obtained in the next life are called Paratra. Actually, Lord Mahadeva, Shiva, is one of the great demigods within this material world. Generally, his blessings bestowed on ordinary people mean material happiness. The predominating deity of this material world, Durga, is under the control of Lord Mahadeva, Girisha. Thus Lord Mahadeva can offer anyone any kind of material happiness. Generally, people prefer to become devotees of Lord Girisha to obtain material happiness, but the Prachetas met Lord Mahadeva in providential arrangement. Lord Mahadeva instructed them to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he personally offered a prayer. As stated in the previous verse, brackets Rudradesh Gitena, simply by chanting the prayers offered by Lord Shiva to Vishnu, the Prachetas were transferred to the spiritual world. Sometimes devotees desire to enjoy material happiness also, therefore, by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the devotee is given a chance to enjoy the material world before his final entrance into the spiritual world. Sometimes a devotee is transferred to a heavenly planet, to Janaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, Siddhaloka, and so on. However, a pure devotee never aspires for any kind of material happiness. The pure devotee is consequently transferred directly to Vaikuntha Loka, which is described here as Param. In this verse, Vidura asks Maitreya, the disciple of Brahaspati, about the different achievements of the Prachetas. Maitreya Uvacha Prachetaso apostrophe Natar Udadao Pitur Adesha Desh Karina Japadesh Yagyena Tapasa Buranjanam Atosayam. Maitreya Uvacha, Maitreya said, Prachetasa, the Prachetas, Anta, within, Adadao, the sea, Pitu, of their father, Adesha, Deshkarina, the order carriers, Japadesh Yagena, by chanting mantras, Tapasa, under severe austerities, Puram Desh Chanam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Atosayam, satisfied. The great sage Maitreya said, the sons of King Prachina Bani, known as the Prachetas, underwent severe austerities within the seawater to carry out the order of their father. By chanting and repeating the mantras given by Lord Shiva, they were able to satisfy Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One can offer prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly, but if one repeats the prayers offered by great devotees like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, or if one follows in the footsteps of great personalities, one can please the Supreme Personality of Godhead very easily. For instance, we sometimes chant this mantra of Brahma Samhita, Chintamanidesh Prakaradesh Sadmasu Kalpadesh Vrkshadesh Lakshavarteshu Surabir Abhi Palayantam Lakshmidesh Sahasradesh Shatadesh Sham Brahmadesh Sevyamanam Govindam Desh Aripurusham Tam Aham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor, who is tending the cows, yielding all desires, in abodes built with spiritual gems and surrounded by millions of purpose trees. Purpose-trees. He is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis, or Gopis. BS 529. Because this prayer was offered by Lord Brahma, we follow him by reciting this prayer. That is the easiest way to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The pure devotee never attempts to reach the Supreme Lord directly. The most important way to worship the Lord is to go through the disciplic succession of devotees. The prayers offered by Lord Shiva to the Supreme Personality of Godhead were thus repeated by the Prachetas, who were thus very successful in pleasing the Supreme Lord. Here the Supreme Personality of Godhead is described as Puranjana. According to Madhavacharya, the living entity is called Puranjana because he has become an inhabitant of this material world, and, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, he is forced to live within it. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates this material world, brackets Pura, and he also enters within it. Andantara Deshtadesh Paramananu Deshchayantara Deshtam. The Lord enters within the heart of the living entity and within the atom, semicolon. Therefore, both the living entity and the Lord are called Puranjana. One Puranjana, the living entity, is subordinate to the Supreme Puranjana, semicolon. Therefore, the duty of the subordinate Puranjana is to satisfy the Supreme Puranjana. That is devotional service. Lord Rudra, or Lord Shiva, is the original Acharya of the Vaishnava Sampradaya called the Rudradesh Sampradaya. Rudradesh Gitena indicates that under the disciplic succession of Lord Rudra, the Prachetas achieved spiritual success. Dashadesh Varshadesh Sahasrante Purushashtu Sanantana Tesham Avirabhut Kircharam Shantena Shamayam Rucha. Dashadesh Varsha, 10 years. Sahasradesh Ante, at the end of 1,000. Purusha, the Supreme Person. 2. Then Sanatana, eternal Tesham of the Prachetas. Avirabhut appeared. Kircharam, the severe austerity. Shantena, satisfying. Shamayan, mitigating. Rucha, by his beauty. At the end of 10,000 years of severe austerities performed by the Prachetas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to reward their austerities, appeared before them in his very pleasing form. This appealed to the Prachetas and satisfied the labor of their austerities. Performing 10,000 years of severe austerities does not seem a happy endeavor. Yet the devotees, the serious students of spiritual life, undergo such austerities to attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At that time, when the duration of life was very long, people could undergo severe austerities for thousands of years. It is said that Valmiki, the author of Ramayana, underwent meditational austerities for 60,000 years. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appreciated the austerities undergone by the Prachetas, and he finally appeared before them in a pleasing form. Thus they all became satisfied and forgot the austerities they underwent. In the material world, if one is successful after hard labor, he is very pleased. Similarly, the devotee forgets all his labors and austerities as soon as he contacts the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Dhruva Maharaja was only a 5-year-old boy, he underwent severe austerities by eating simply dry foliage, drinking only water and taking no food. In this way, after 6 months, he was able to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. When he saw the Lord, he forgot all his austerities and said, Swamin Kartarto Apostafismi, my dear Lord, this is in speech marks, my dear Lord, I am very pleased. Of course, these austerities were performed in the Satya Yuga, Dvapara Desh Yuga and Treta Desh Yuga. Satya Desh Yuga also. But not in this age of Kali. In this Kali Desh Yuga, one can attain the same results simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because the people of this age are fallen, the Lord is kind enough to give them the easiest method. Maha Desh Mantra. In the previous sentence. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can attain the same results. However, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu points out, we are so unfortunate that we are not even attracted to chanting the Mahadesh mantra, Desh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare / Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Suparnadesh Skandam Arudo Merudesh Shangam Ivam Buddha, Pitadesh Vasam Mani Desh Griva, Kurvan Vitimira Disha, Suparna of Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, Skandam, the shoulder, Aruda, sitting on, Meru, of the mountain named Meru, Shangam, on the summit, Iva, like Ambuddha, a cloud, Pitadesh Vasa, wearing yellow garments, Manidesh Griva, his neck decorated with a Kaustubha jewel, Kurvan, making, Vitimira, free from darkness, Disha, all directions. The personality of Godhead, appearing on the shoulder of Garuda, seemed like a cloud resting on the summit of the mountain known as Meru. The transcendental body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead was covered by attractive yellow garments, and his neck was decorated with a jewel known as Kaustubha Mani. The bodily effulgence of the Lord dissipated all the darkness of the universe. As stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna, long dash, Surya dash Sama, semicolon, Maya, Haya, Andhakara, / Yahan Krishna Desh Tahan Nahi Mayara Adhikara. Bracket CC Madhya 22:31. The Lord is just like the effulgent sun. Consequently, whenever the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present, there cannot be darkness or ignorance. Actually, this dark universe is illuminated by the sun, but the sun and moon simply reflect the bodily effulgence of the Supreme Lord. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Yad Aditya Deshkatam Tejo Jagat Vasayate Apostrophe Kilam Yach Chandra Masi Yach Chagnau Tat Tejo Vidi Mamakam. The splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness of this whole world, comes from me, and the splendor of the moon and the splendor of fire are also from me. BG 15:12. The conclusion is that the origin of all life is the bodily effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Brahma Samhita, Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagat Desh Anda Desh Koti. Being illuminated by the bodily effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is freed from all darkness. Kashishnuna Kanakadesh Varnadesh Vibhushanena Bhrajat Desh Kapola Desh Vadano Vilasa Desh Kirita Astayudhair Anucharair Manubi Surendrair Ashevito Garuda Desh Kinara Desh Gita Desh Kirti Kashishnuna, shining, Kanaka, gold, Varna, colored, Vibhushanena, with ornaments, Brajat, shining, Kapola, forehead, Vadana, his face, Vilasat, dazzling, Kirita, his helmet, Asta, 8, Ayudhai, with weapons, Anu, Deshcharai, or together, Anucharai, by followers, Munibi, by great sages, Surendrai, by demigods, Ashevita, served, Garuda, by Garuda, Kinara, inhabitant of the Kinara planet, Gita, sung, Kirti, his glories. The Lord's face was very beautiful, and his head was decorated with a shining helmet and golden ornaments. The helmet was dazzling and was very beautiful, situated on his head. The Lord had 8 arms, which each held a particular weapon. The Lord was surrounded by demigods, great sages and other associates. These were all engaged in his service. Garuda, the carrier of the Lord, glorified the Lord with Vedic hymns by flapping his wings. Garuda appeared to be an inhabitant of the planet known as Kinnaraloka. Generally, the Vishnu form is manifested with 4 hands holding 4 objects, brackets, a conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower. However, here Lord Vishnu is described as possessing 8 arms with 8 kinds of weapons. According to Viraraghava Acharya, the conch shell and lotus flower are also accepted as weapons. Since the Lord is the supreme controller, whatever is in his hand can be considered a weapon. 4 hands hold 4 kinds of weapons, and the extra 4 hands hold an arrow, bow, trident, and snake. Sri Viraraghava Acharya describes the 8 weapons as Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Sharanga, Shara, etc. A king is always accompanied by his ministers, secretaries, and commanders, and Lord Vishnu is also accompanied by his followers, the demigods, great sages, saintly persons, and so on. He is never alone. Consequently, there is no question of the Lord's being impersonal. He is always himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his associates are also persons. From the description given in this verse, Garuda appears to have belonged to the Kinnara planet. The inhabitants of the Kinnara planet have the same features as Garuda. Their bodily features are like those of a human being, but they have wings. The word Gitadesh Kirti indicates that the inhabitants of Kinnaraloka are very expert in singing the glories of the Lord. In Brahma Samhita, it is said, Jagadesh Andadesh Kotidesh Kodishu Asheshadesh Vasudhadidesh Vibhutidesh Binam. In each and every universe, there are different types of planets, and each planet has distinctive features. On the strength of this verse, we can understand that in Kinnaraloka, the inhabitants can fly with their wings. There is also a planet, known as Siddhaloka, where the inhabitants can fly even without wings. Thus, each and every planet has some distinctive facility. That is the beauty of the varied creation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pinayatas Tadesh Bujadesh Mandaladesh Madhyadesh Lakshmiya Spardach Deshtriya Parivirto Vanadesh Malayadhya Barismata Purusha Aha Sutan Prapanan Parjanyadesh Nadadesh Rutaya Sagranavaloka. Pina, stout, ayata, long, asta, 8, bhuja, arms, mandala, encirclement, madhya, in the midst of, Lakshmiya, with the goddess of fortune, Spardhat, contending, Shriya, whose beauty, Parivirta, encircled, Vanamalaya, by a flower garland, Vanadesh Malaya. Adya, the original personality of Godhead, Barhismata, of King Prachina Barhi, Purusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aha, addressed, Sutan, the sons, Prapanan, surrendered, Parjanya, like a cloud, Nada, whose sound, Rutaya, by a voice, Sadesh Grihna, with mercy, Avaloka, by glancing. Around the neck of the Personality of Godhead hung a flower garland that reached to his knees. His 8 stout and elongated arms were decorated with that garland, which challenged the beauty of the goddess of fortune. With a merciful glance and a voice like thunder, the Lord addressed the sons of King Prachina Barisat, who were very much surrendered unto him. The word Adya in this verse is very significant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the origin even of Paramatma and Brahman. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmano hi pratishtaham Amartasya Vyayasya Cha Shashvatasya Cha Dharmasya Shukashyai Kantikasya Cha. And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness, and which is immortal, imperishable and eternal. BG 1427. The absolute truth thus begins not with the impersonal Brahman, but with the original personality of Godhead, Krishna. When Arjuna realized Krishna's greatness, he dressed him in this way. Arjuna Vacha Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidesh Devam Ajam Vibhum Ahustvam Rishaya Sarve Devarishir Naradas Tata Asito Devalo Vyasa Svayam Chaiva Bravishime. Arjuna said, you are the supreme you are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all-pervading beauty. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaimed this of you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. BG 10, 12, up to 13. The Brahma Samhita also says, Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvadesh Karana Deshkaranam, speech, the Supreme Lord, is not caused by anything, square bracket, Anadi, but he is the cause of all causes. The Vedanta Sutra says, Janmadi Aseyataha, speech, the absolute truth is that from which everything emanates. The absolute truth is described as Adidesh Purusha. The absolute truth is therefore a person and is not impersonal. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Varam Vanidvam Badram Vo Yuyam Me Nirpadesh Nandana Sauhardena Patag Desh Dharmas Tusto Apostapiham Sauhardena Va. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, said, Varam, benediction, Virnidvam, ask, Badram, good fortune, Va, of you, Yuyam, you, Me, from me, Nepadesh Nandana, all sons of the king, capital, Sauhardena, by friendship, Apatak, non-different, Dharma, occupation, Tusta, pleased, Aham, I, Sauhardena, by friendship, Va, of you. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear sons of the king, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships amongst you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me. Since the sons of King Prachina Barisad were all united in Krishna consciousness, the Lord was very pleased with them. Each and every one of the sons of King Prachina Barisad was an individual soul, but they were united in offering transcendental service to the Lord. The unity of the individual souls attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is real unity. In the material world, such unity is not possible. Even though people may officially unite, they all have different interests. In the United Nations, for instance, all the nations have their particular national ambitions, and consequently they cannot be united. This unity between individual souls is so strong within this material world that even in a society of Krishna consciousness, members sometimes appear disunited due to their having different opinions and leaning toward material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. There's only one goal, to serve Krishna to one's best ability. If there is some disagreement over service, such disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. Those who are actually engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be disunited in any circumstance. This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead very happy and willing to award all kinds of benediction to his devotees, as indicated in this verse. We can see that the Lord is immediately prepared to award all benedictions to the sons of King Prachina Barisad. Yo apostrophe nusmarati sadhyayam yusman anudinam nara tasya bhartarshu atmadesh samyam tata bhuteshu sauhrdam. One who anusmaranti always remembers sandhyayam in the evening, yusman, you, anudinam, every day, nara, human being, tasya bhartarshu, with his brothers, atmadesh samyam, personal equality, tata, as also bhuteshu, with all living beings. Sauhrdam, friendship. The Lord continued, those who remember you every evening of every day will become friendly with their brothers and with all other living entities. Ye tu mam rudradesh gitena sayam prata samahita stuvanti aham kamadeshvaran dasye prajnam cha shobhanam. Yet those persons who but mam, unto me, Rudradesh Gitena, by the song sung by Lord Shiva, Sayam, in the evening, Prata, in the morning, Samahita, being attentive, Stuvanti, offer prayers, Aham, I, Kamadeshvaran, all benedictions to fulfill desires, Dasya shall award prajnam, intelligence, cha also, shobhanam, transcendental. Those who will offer me the prayers composed by Lord Shiva, both in the morning and in the evening, will be given benedictions by me. In this way they can both fulfill their desires and attain good intelligence. Good intelligence means going back home, back to Godhead. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Tesam satatadesh yuktanam bhajatam pritidesh purvakam dadami buddhidesh yogam tam yenamam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. BG 1010. One who offers prayers to the Lord to fulfill his different desires must know that the highest perfectional fulfillment of desires to go back home, back to Godhead. In this verse, it is indicated that those who remember the activities of the Prachetas, the sons of King Parachina Barisat, will be delivered and benedicted. So what to speak of the sons of King Prachina Barisat, who are directly connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Question. This is the way of the Parampara system. If we follow the Acharyas, we attain the same benefit as our predecessors. If one follows the decisions of Arjuna, he should be considered to be directly hearing Bhagavad Gita from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There's no difference between hearing Bhagavad Gita directly from the Supreme Lord and following a personality like Arjuna, who formerly heard Bhagavad Gita directly from the Lord. Sometimes foolish people argue that since Krishna is not present at the moment, one cannot take direct instructions from him. Such foolish people do not know that there is no difference between directly hearing Bhagavad Gita and reading it, as long as one accepts Bhagavad Gita as it is, spoken by the Lord. However, if one wants to understand Bhagavad Gita by his imperfect interpretations, one cannot possibly understand the mysteries of Bhagavad Gita, even though one may be a great scholar according to mundane estimation. Yad yuyam pitur dadesham agrahista mundan vita atova ushati kirtir lokan anu bhavishyati. Yat, because yuyam, you, pitu, of your father, adesham, the order, agrahista, accepted, mudadesh anvita, in great happiness, ato, therefore, va, your, ushati, attractive, kirti, glories, lokan anu, throughout the universe, bhavishyati, will become possible. Because you have with pleasure accepted within your hearts the orders of your father and have executed those orders very faithfully, your attractive qualities will be celebrated all over the world. Since every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has small independence. Sometimes unintelligent men ask why one is put into a miserable condition, even though everyone is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because of his minute independence, the living entity can obey or disobey the orders of the Supreme Lord. If he obeys the Supreme Lord's orders, he becomes happy. If he does not, he becomes unhappy. Therefore, the living entity creates his own happiness or unhappiness. The Supreme Lord does not enforce these on anyone. The Supreme Lord praised the Prachetas because they all faithfully obeyed the orders of their father. The Lord therefore blessed the sons of King Prachina Barisat because they obeyed their father's orders. Bhavita Vishruta Putro apostrophe Navamo Brahmano Gunai Ya Etam Atmadesh Viryena Tridesh Lokim Puraishyati. Bhavita, there will be, Vishruta, very famous, Putra, son, Anavama, not inferior, Brahmana, to Lord Brahma, Gunai, by qualifications, Ya, who, Etam, all this, Atmadesh Viryena, by his progeny, Tridesh Lokim, the three worlds, Puraishyati, will fill. You will have a nice son, who will be in no way inferior to Lord Brahma. Consequently, he will be very famous all over the universe, and the sons and grandsons generated by him will fill the three worlds. As explained in the next verse, the Prachetas will marry the daughter of the great sage Kandu. It is suggested that the son's name will be Vishruta and that he will glorify both his father and mother because of his good character. In fact, he would be greater than Lord Brahma. The great politician Chanakya said that if there is a good tree within a garden or forest, its flowers will fill the forest with their fragrance. Similarly, a good son within a family makes the whole family famous all over the world. Krishna took birth in the family of the Yadus, and consequently the Yadu dynasty is famous all over the world. Kando pramlochaya labda kanya kamaladesh lochana tam chapavidam jagrhur bhuruha nirpadesh nandana. Kando, of the sage Kandu. Pramlochaya, by a heavenly society girl named Pramlocha. Labda, obtained. Kanya, daughter. Kamaladesh lochana, lotus dish eye. Tam, her. Cha, also. Apivadam, given up. Jagarhu, accepted. Bhuruha, the trees. Nirpadesh nandana, O sons of King Prachinabharisat. O sons of King Prachinabharisat, the heavenly society girl named Pramlocha kept the lotus-eyed daughter of Kandu in the care of the forest trees. Then she went back to the heavenly planet. This daughter was born by the coupling of the Apsara named Pramlocha with the sage Kandu. Whenever a great sage undergoes severe austerities for material power, the king of heaven, Indra, becomes very envious. All the demigods have responsible posts for the management of universal affairs and are very highly qualified with pious activities. Although they are ordinary living entities, they are nonetheless able to attain responsible posts, like Lord Brahma, Indra, Chandra, and Varuna. As is the nature of this material world, the king of heaven, Indra, is very anxious if a great sage undergoes severe austerities. The whole material world is filled with such envy that everyone becomes afraid of his neighbors. Every businessman is afraid of his associates because this material world is the field of activities for all kinds of envious people who have come here to compete with the opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus Indra was very much afraid of the severe austerities performed by the great sage Kandu, and he sent Pramlocha to break his vows and austerities. A similar incident took place in the case of Vishwamitra. From other incidents in the Shastras, it appears that Indra has always been envious. When King Prithu was celebrating various sacrifices, outdoing Indra, Indra became very envious, and he disturbed King Prithu's sacrifice. This has already been discussed in previous chapters. King Indra became successful in breaking the vow of the great sage Kandu, who became attracted by the beauty of the heavenly society girl Pramlocha and begot a female child. This child is described herein as lotus-eyed and very beautiful. Being thus successful in her mission, Pramlocha returned to the heavenly planets, leaving the newborn child to the care of the trees. Fortunately, the trees accepted the child and agreed to raise her. Kshudesh kshamaya mukhe raja soma piyushadesh vatshinim deshinim rodamanaya nidade sa dayanvita. Kshut, by hunger. Shamaya, when she was distressed. Mukhe, within the mouth. Raja, the king. Capital. Soma, the moon. Piyusha, nectar. Varshinim, pouring. Deshinim, forefinger. Rodamanaya, while she was crying. Nidade, placed. Sa, he. Dayadesh Anvita, being compassionate. Thereafter the child, who was left to the care of the trees, began to cry in hunger. At that time the king of the forest, namely the king of the moon planet, out of compassion placed his finger, which poured forth nectar, within the child's mouth. Thus the child was raised by the mercy of the king of the moon. Although the Apsara left her child to the care of the trees, the trees could not take care of the child properly, semicolon. Therefore the trees handed the child over to the king of the moon. Thus Chandra, king of the moon, put his finger within the mouth of the child to satisfy her hunger. Praja desh visarga adishta pitra mam anuvartata tatra kanyam vararoham tam udvahata machiram. Prajadesh Visarge, to create progeny. Adishta, being ordered. Pitra, by your father. Mam, by my direction. Anuvartata, following. Tatra, there. Kanyam, the daughter. Vararoham, highly qualified and exquisitely beautiful. Tam, her. Udvahata, marry. Ma, without. Chiram, wasting time. Since all of you are very much obedient to my orders, I ask you to immediately marry that girl, who is so well qualified with beauty and good qualities. According to the order of your father, create progeny through her. The Prachetas not only were great devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but were obedient to the orders of their father. Therefore the Lord asked them to marry the daughter of Pramlocha. Apadagdesh dharmadesh shilanam sarvesham va sumadhyama apadagdesh dharmadesh shileyam bhuyat Patni Arpitasaya. Apatak, without differences. Dharma, occupation. Chilanam, whose character. Sarvesham, all va, of you. Sudesh Mandyama, a girl whose waist is slender. Apatak, without differences. Dharma, occupation. Shila, well behaved. Iyam, this. Bhuyat, may she become Patni, wife. Arpitadesh Ashaya, fully surrendered. Your brothers are all the same nature. All of the same nature, being devotees and obedient sons of your father. Similarly, that girl is also of the same type and is dedicated to all of you. Thus both the girl and you, the sons of Prachina Barisat, are on the same platform, being united on a common principle. According to Vedic principles, a woman cannot have many husbands, although a husband can have many wives. In special instances, however, it is found that a woman has more than one husband. Draupadi, for instance, was married to all of the 5 Pandava brothers. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead ordered all the sons of Prachina Barisat to marry the one girl born of the great sage Kandu and Pramlocha. In special cases, a girl is allowed to marry more than one man, provided she is able to treat her husbands equally. This is not possible for an ordinary woman. Only one who is especially qualified can be allowed to marry one more than one husband. In this age of Kali, to find such an equipoised woman is very difficult. Thus, according to scripture, Kalao Pancha Vivarjayet. In this age, a woman is forbidden to marry her husband's brother. This system is still practiced in some of the hilly tracts of India. The Lord says, Apatak Desh Dharma Deshilayam Bhuyat Patni Arpitasaya. With the blessings of the Lord, all things are possible. The Lord especially benedicted the girl to surrender equally to all brothers. Apatak Desh Dharma, meaning occupational duty without difference of purpose, is taught in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 primary divisions. Dash Karma Desh Yoga, Jnana Desh Yoga, and Bhakti Desh Yoga. The word yoga means acting on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as confirmed by Bhagavad Gita, Yagyarthat Karmano apostrophe Niyatra, Loko apostrophe Yam Karma Desh Bandana, Tad Desh Attam Karma Konteya, Mukta Desh Sangha Samachara. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work binds one to this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain unattached and free from bondage. BG 3.9. One may act according to his own occupation duty just to satisfy the Yagyadesh Purusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is called Apatak Desh Dharma. Different limbs of the body may act in different ways, but the ultimate objective is to maintain the entire body. Similarly, if we work for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we will find that we satisfy everything. We should follow in the footsteps of the Prachetas, whose only aim was to satisfy the Supreme Lord. This is called Apatak Desh Dharma. According to Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadesh Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja Am Tvam Sarvadesh Papebhyo Mokshaishyami Masucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. BG 1866. This is the advice of Lord Krishna. Our only aim should be to act in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of the Lord. This is oneness, or Apatak Desh Dharma. Divya Desh Varsha Desh Sahasranam Sahasram Ahatau Jasa. Boman Bokshyatha Bogan Vai Divyams Chanu Grahan Mama. Divya of the heavenly planets, Varsha years, Sahasranam of thousands, Sahasram 1,000, Ahata without being defeated, Ojasa your power, Bauman of this world, Bokshyatha you will enjoy, Bogan enjoyments, Vai certainly, Divyan of the heavenly world, Cha also, Anugrahat by mercy, Mama my. The Lord then blessed all the Prachetas, saying, my dear princess, by my mercy, you can enjoy all the facilities of this world as well as the heavenly world. Indeed, you can enjoy all of them without hindrance and with full strength for 1,000,000 celestial years. The duration of life prescribed for the Prachetas by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is calculated by the time measurements of higher planetary systems. Our 6 earth months are said to equal 1 day, brackets 12 hours, in the higher planetary systems, 12 hours by number. 30 days equaled 1 month, and 12 months equal 1 year. In this way, for 1,000,000 years, according to the calculations of the higher planetary system, the Prachetas were allowed to enjoy all kinds of material facilities. Although this lifespan was so long, the prachetas were given full bodily strength by the grace of the Lord. In the material world, if one wants to live for many years, he must endure the difficulties of old age, invalidity, and many other miserable conditions. The prachetas, however, were given full bodily strength to enjoy material facilities. This special facility was given to the prachetas so that they could continue rendering full devotional service. This will be explained in the following verse. Ata mai anapayinya bhaktya pakva desh gunashaya upayasyatha madesh dhamma nirvidya nirayat ata. Ata, therefore, mai, unto me, anapayinya, without any deviation, bhaktya, by devotional service, pakvadesh guna, free from material contamination, ashaya, your mind, upayasyatha, you will attain, madesh dhamma, my abode, nirvidya, being completely detached, nirayat, from material existence, ata, thus, thereafter you will develop unadulterated devotional service unto me and be freed from all material contamination. At that time, being completely unattached to material enjoyment in the so-called heavenly planets, as well as in hellish planets, you will return home, back to Godhead. By the grace of the Lord, the prachetas were given special facilities. Although they could live millions of years to enjoy material facilities, they still would not be deviated from the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Being thus fully engaged, the prachetas would be completely freed from all material attachment. Material attachment is very strong. During one lifetime, a materialist engages in acquiring land, money, friends, society, friendship, love, and so on. He also wants to enjoy the heavenly planets after the annihilation of the body. If one is engaged in devotional service, however, he becomes unattached to all kinds of material enjoyment and suffering. In the material world, those who are elevated to the higher planetary systems are supposed to enjoy all material facilities, whereas those degraded to lower planetary systems are supposed to live in a hellish condition. A devotee, however, is transcendental to both heavenly and hellish conditions. According to Bhagavad Gita, a devotee's position is described in this way, Mam chayo apostrophe vyabhicharena bhakti desh yogena sevate sagunan samatiti aitan brahmadesh bhuya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. PG 1426. A devotee is always situated on the Brahman platform. He has nothing to do with material happiness or distress. When one is strongly fixed in devotional service and free from all material attachment, uncontaminated by the material modes of nature, he becomes fit to return home, back to Godhead. Although by special blessing the prachetas would enjoy material facilities for millions of years, they would not be attached to them. Thus, at the end of their material enjoyment, they would be promoted to the spiritual world and return to Godhead. The word Pakvadesh Gunashaya has special significance, for it means that by devotional service one is able to give up the influence of the three modes of material nature. As long as one is influenced by the modes of material nature, he cannot return to Godhead. It is clearly explained that all planets in the material world, beginning from Brahmaloka down to the hellish planets, are unfit places for a devotee. Padam padam yad vipadan natesham, a place where there is danger at every step is certainly not a comfortable place. The Lord therefore says in Bhagavad Gita, Abrahmadesh Bhuvanal Loka Punar Avartino apostrophe Arjuna Mam Upetya tu Konteya Punar Janma Navidyate. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again, BG 8:16. Thus there is no profit, even if one is promoted to the highest planet in the material universe, Brahmaloka. However, if one is somehow or other promoted to the abode of the Lord, he never returns to the material world. Greheshu avishatam chapi pumsham kushala deshkarmanam madeshvarta deshyata deshyamanam nabandaya graha mata. Greheshu, in family life, avishatam, who have entered, cha also, api even, pumsham, of persons, kushaladesh karmanam, engaged in auspicious activities, madeshvarta, in topics about me, yata, is expanded, yamanam, whose every moment, not, bandhaya, for bondage, griha, household life, mata, considered. Those who are engaged in auspicious activities, in devotional service, certainly understand that the ultimate enjoyer or beneficiary of all activities is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, when one acts, he offers the results to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and passes life always engaged in the topics of the Lord. Even though such a person may be participating in family life, he is not affected by the results of his actions. Generally, a person living in a family becomes overly attached to furtive activity. In other words, he tries to enjoy the results of his activities. A devotee, however, knows that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Bhaktaram yagadesh tapasam sarvadesh lokadesh maheshwaram sudam sarvadesh bhutanam gyatvam shanti marjati. The sages, knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the banks of material miseries, PG 529. The Supreme Lord is the supreme proprietor, Consequently, the devotee does not consider himself the proprietor of any occupation. The devotee always thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the proprietor, Therefore, the results of his business are offered to the Supreme Lord. One who thus lives in the material world with his family and children never becomes affected by the contaminations of the material world. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 3.9. In brackets, colon. Yagyar hat karmano apostrophe niyatra loko apostrophe yam karma desh bandhana tad desh attam karma konteya mukta desh sangha samachara. One who tries to enjoy the results of his activities becomes bound by the results. One who offers the results or profits to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, does not become entangled in the results. This is the secret of success. Generally, people take sannyasa to become free from the reactions of fruitive activity. One who does not receive the results of his actions but offers them instead to the Supreme Personality of Godhead certainly remains in a liberated condition. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami confirms this, Iha yasya harer dasye karmana manasa gira nikilashu api avastasu jivandesh mukta sauchyate. If one engages himself in the service of the Lord through his life, wealth, words, intelligence, and everything he possesses, he will always be liberated in any condition. Such a person is called a jivandesh mukta, one who is liberated during this lifetime. Devoid of Krishna consciousness, those who engage in material activities simply become more entangled in material bondage. They have to suffer and enjoy the actions and reactions of all activity. This Krishna consciousness movement is therefore the greatest boon to humanity because it keeps one always engaged in Krishna's service. The devotees think of Krishna, act for Krishna, eat for Krishna, sleep for Krishna, and work for Krishna. Thus everything is engaged in the service of Krishna. A total life in Krishna consciousness saves one from material contamination. As stated by Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaja, Krishna bhajane yaha yahaya. Again, Krishna bhajane yaha haya anukula desh vishaya baliya tyage taha haya bhula. If one is so expert that he can engage everything or dovetail everything in the service of the Lord, to give up the material world would be a great blunder. One should learn how to dovetail everything in the service of the Lord, for everything is connected to Krishna. That is the real purpose of life and secret of success, as reiterated later in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Tasmad asakta satatam karyam karma samachara ashakto hi acharan karma param apnoti purusha. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. 3.19 in brackets. The 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita specifically considers material activities for the purpose of sense gratification and material activities for the purpose of satisfying the Supreme Lord. The conclusion is that these are not one and the same. Material activities for sense gratification are the cause of material bondage, whereas the very same activities for the satisfaction of Krishna are the cause of liberation. How the same activity can be the cause of bondage and liberation can be explained as follows. One may get indigestion due to eating too many milk preparations, condensed milk, sweet rice, and so on. But even though there is indigestion or diarrhea, another milk preparation, yogurt mixed with black pepper and salt, will immediately cure these maladies. In other words, one milk preparation can cause indigestion and diarrhea, and another milk preparation can cure them. If one is placed in material opulence due to the special mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he should not consider that opulence a cause for bondage. When a mature devotee is blessed with material opulence, he does not become affected adversely because he knows how to employ material opulence in the service of the Lord. There are many such examples in the history of the world. There were kings like Prithu Maharaja, Prahlada Maharaja, Janaka, Dhruva, Vaishvata, Manu, and Maharaja Ikshvaku. All of these were great kings and were especially favored by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a devotee is not mature, the Supreme Lord will take away all his opulence. This principle is stated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yasyaham anugrannami harisya tadishtanam shanai. Speech, my first mercy shown to my devotee is to take away all his material opulence. Material opulence detrimental to devotional service is taken away by the Supreme Lord, whereas a person who is mature in devotional service is given all material facilities. Navyavad dardaye yajno brahmaitat brahmadesh vadibi namuhyanti nasochanti nahrisyanti yatogata. Navya Deshvat, ever increasingly fresh, Hridaya in the heart, Yat as Gya, the supreme knower, Paramatma, Brahma, Brahman, Etat, this, Brahmadesh, Vadibi, by the advocates of absolute truth, not never, Muhyanti are bewildered, not never, Sochanti lament, not never, Hrisyanti are jubilant, Yata, when Gata have attained. Always engaging in the activities of devotional service, devotees feel ever increasingly fresh and new in all their activities. The all-knower, the super soul within the heart of the devotee, makes everything increasingly fresh. This is known as the Brahman position by the advocates of the absolute truth. In such a liberated stage, Brahmadish Bhuta, one is never bewildered, nor does one lament or become unnecessarily jubilant. This is due to the Brahmadish Bhuta situation. A devotee is inspired by the super soul within the heart to advance in devotional service in a variety of ways. The devotee does not feel hackneyed nor stereotyped, nor does he feel that he is in a stagnant position. In a material world, if one engages in chanting a material name, he will feel tired after chanting a few times. However, one can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra all day, Mahadesh mantra all day and night, and never feel tired. As chanting is increased, it will come out new and fresh. Srila Rupa Goswami said, if he could somehow get millions of ears and tongues, then he could relish this. Then he could relish spiritual bliss by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahadesh mantra. There is really nothing uninspiring for a highly advanced devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that He is situated in everyone's heart and that He helps the living entity forget and remember. By the grace of the Lord, the devotee gets inspiration. Tesam satatadesh yuktanam bhajatam pritidesh purvakam tadami buddhidesh yogam tam yenam mam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. PG 10:10. As stated, brackets, kushala desh karmanam, those engaged in auspicious activities in devotional service are guided by the super soul, described in this verse as jna, or one who knows everything past, present and future. The super soul gives instructions to the sincere unalloyed devotee on how he can progress more and more in approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Jiva Goswami in this connection says that the super soul, the planetary expansion of the Supreme Personality of the Personality of Godhead, exists in everyone's heart, but in the heart of the devotee he reveals himself as ever increasingly new. Being inspired by him, the devotee experiences increased transcendental bliss in the execution of his devotional service. Maitreya uvacha evam bruvanam purushartadesh bhajanam janardanam pranjalaya prachetasaha taddesh darshanadesh dvastadesh tamodesh rajodesh mala kiragnan gadgadaya suhurdesh tamam. Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, evam, thus, bruvanam, speaking, purushadesh atta, of the ultimate goal of life, bhajanam, the bestower, janardanam, who takes away all the disadvantages of the devotee, pranjalaya, with folded hands, prachetasa, the pracheta brothers, tat, him, darshana, by seeing, dvashta, dissipated, tama, of darkness, raja, of passion, mala, whose contamination, gira, with a voice, Agranan, offered prayers, Gadgadaya, faltering, Surdesh Tamam, unto the greatest of all friends. The great sage Maitreya said, after the Personality of God had spoke thus, the Prachetas began to offer him prayers. The Lord is the bestower of all success in life, and is the supreme benefactor. He is also the supreme friend who takes away all miserable conditions experienced by a devotee. In a faltering voice, due to ecstasy, the prachetas begin to offer prayers. They are purified by the presence of the Lord, who was before them face to face. The Lord is herein described as Purushartadesh Bhajana, brackets, the bestower of the ultimate goal of life. Whatever success we want in life can be attained by the mercy of the Lord. Since the prachetas had already attained the Lord's mercy, they were no longer subject to the contamination of the material modes. The material modes dissipated from them just as the darkness of night immediately dissipates when the sun arises. Sun rises. Because the Lord appeared before them, naturally all the contaminations of the material qualities of rajas and tamas completely disappeared. Similarly, when an unalloyed devotee chants the Hare Krishna Mahadesh mantra, he is also purified of all material contamination, because the name of the Lord and the Lord are identical. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shanvatam Swadesh Kata Krishna Punyadesh Ravanadesh Kirtana Hadi Antadesh Sto Hi Abhadrani Vidhunoti Suhritsatam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, square bracket, super soul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtues when properly heard and chanted. Bhag 1:2-17. The holy name of the Lord is the Lord himself. If one chants and hears, he becomes purified. Gradually all material contamination disappears. The prachetas were already purified due to the Lord's presence before them, and they could therefore offer the proper prayers with folded hands. In other words, as soon as devotees are engaged in devotional service, they become transcendental to all material contamination immediately, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Mam chayo apostrophe via bicharena bhaktidesh yogena sevate sagunam samatityaitan pramadesh bhuya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus becomes to the level of Brahman. BG 14:26. Sometimes the devotees are dissatisfied due to their not seeing the Supreme Personality of God personally. When the prachetas saw the Supreme Lord personally present, their unhappiness vanished. Prachetasa uchu namo nama kleshadesh vinashanaya Nirupito Daradesh Guna Havayaya Manodesh Vachodesh Vegadesh Purodesh Javaya Sarvakshadesh Margaire Agatadvane Nama. Prachetasa Uchu. The prachetas said, Nama obeisances, Klesha, material distress, Vinashanaya, unto one who destroys, Nirupita, settled, Udara, magnanimous, Guna, qualities, Ahvayaya, whose name, Mana of the mind, Vacha of speech, Vega, the speed, Pura, before, Javaya, whose speed, Sarvadesh Aksha, of all material senses, Margai, by the paths, Agata, not perceivable, Advane, whose course, Nama, we offer our respects. The Prachetas spoke as follows. Dear Lord, you relieve all kinds of material distress. Your magnanimous, transcendental qualities and holy name are all auspicious. This conclusion is already settled. You can go faster than the speed of mind and words. You cannot be perceived by material senses. We therefore offer you respectful obeisances again and again. The word nirupita, meaning speech concluded, speech, is very significant in this verse. No one has to conduct research work to find God or make progress in spiritual knowledge. Everything is conclusively there in the Vedas. Therefore the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya cha aham hadi sanivishto matas matir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo vedanta deshkad veda deshvit eva cha aham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known, indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. BG 15:15. Understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the process of the Vedas is perfect and conclusive. The Vedas state, Ata Shridesh Krishnadesh Namadi Na Bhavet Grahayam Indriyaya. The transcendental names, forms, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of the Lord cannot be understood by our blunt material senses. Sevan mukhehi jivado swayam eva spurati ada. When a devotee engages his senses favorably in devotional service, the Lord, through his causes mercy, reveals himself to the devotee. This is the conclusive Vedic process. The Vedas also indicate that simply by chanting the holy names of the Lord, one can without a doubt become spiritually advanced. We cannot approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the speed of mind or words, but if we stick to devotional service, we can easily and quickly approach him. In other words, the Supreme Lord is attracted by devotional service, and he can approach us more swiftly than we can approach him with our mental speculation. The Lord has stated that he is beyond the range of mental speculation and the speed of thought, yet he can be approached easily by his causeless mercy. Thus only by his causeless mercy can he be attained. Other methods will not be effective. Shudaya Shantaya Nama Svadish Nishtaya Manasi Apartham Vilasad Desh Dvaya Namo Jagadish Tanadish Layo Dayeshu Grihita Desh Maya Desh Gunadish Vigrahaya Shudaya unto the unadulterated, Shantaya unto the most peaceful, Nama we offer our obeisances, Svadish Nishtaya by being situated in one's position, Manasi in the mind, Apartham without any meaning, Vilasat appearing, Dvaya in whom the dual world, Nama obeisances, Jagat of the cosmic manifestation, Sthana maintenance, Laya annihilation, Udayeshu and for creation, Grihita accepted, Maya material, Guna of the modes of nature, Vigrahaya the forms. Dear Lord, we beg to offer our obeisances unto you. When the mind is fixed upon you, the world of duality, although a place for material enjoyment, appears meaningless. Your transcendental form is full of transcendental bliss. We therefore offer our respects unto you. Your appearances as Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are meant for the purpose of creating, maintaining, and annihilating this cosmic manifestation. A pure devotee whose mind is always engaged in the service of the Lord can certainly appreciate the impermanence of this material world. Although such a devotee may be engaged in executing material activities, this stage is called anashakti, as explained by Srila Rupa Goswami, anashaktasya vishayan yatharham upayunjata. A devotee is always unattached to material activities because in the liberated stage his mind is always fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. This material world is called Dvaita, the world of duality. A devotee knows very well that everything within this material world is but a manifestation of the Supreme Lord's energy. To maintain the three modes of material nature, the Supreme Lord takes on different forms as Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. Unaffected by the modes of material nature, the Lord takes on different forms to create, maintain, and annihilate this cosmic manifestation. The conclusion is that although the pure devotee appears to engage in material activities in the service of the Lord, he knows very well that material enjoyment for sense gratification has no use whatsoever. Text 24. Namo Vishuddhadesh Sattvaya Haraye Haridesh Medhase Vasudevaya Krishnaya Prabhave Sarvadesh Sattvatam. Namaha obeisances Vishuddhadesh Sattvaya unto you, whose existence is free from all material influence. Haraye, who takes away all miserable conditions of devotees. Haridesh Medhase, whose brain works only for the deliverance of the conditioned soul. Vasudevaya, the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnaya, unto Krishna, Prabhave, who increases the influence, Sarvadesh Sattvatam, of all kinds of devotees. Dear Lord, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you because your existence is completely independent of all material influences. Your Lordship always takes away the devotee's miserable conditions, for your brain plans how to do so. You live everywhere as Paramatma, therefore you are known as Vasudeva. You also accept Vasudeva as your father, and you are celebrated by the name of Krishna. You are so kind that you always increase the influence of all kinds of devotees. In the previous verse it has been said, brackets, Grihita desh maya desh guna desh vigrahaya, that the Lord accepts three kinds of bodies, brackets, Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva, for the purposes of creating, maintaining, and annihilating the cosmic manifestation. The three predominating deities of the material universe, brackets, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, are called Gunadesh avatars. There are many kinds of incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the first incarnations within this material world are Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, brackets Shiva. Out of these three, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva accept material bodies, but Lord Vishnu does not accept a material body. Lord Vishnu is therefore known as Vishuddhadesh-sattva. His existence is completely free from the contamination of the material modes of nature. One should therefore not think that Lord Vishnu is in the same category with Lord Brahma and Shiva. The Shastras forbid us to think in this way. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahmadesh Rudradi Desh Daivatai Samatve Naiva Viksheta Sapasandi Bhavet Dhruvam. One who considers Lord Vishnu to be in the same category with Devas, like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, or who thinks Lord Brahma and Shiva to be equal to Lord Vishnu, is to be considered as Pasandi, brackets, a faithless non-believer. Therefore, in this verse, Lord Vishnu is distinguished in the words Namo Vishuddhadesh Sattvaya. Although a living entity like us, Lord Brahma is exalted due to his pious activities, therefore he is given the high post of Brahma. Lord Shiva is not actually like a living entity, but he is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His position is somewhere between Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Brahma, the living entity. Lord Shiva is therefore explained in Brahma Samhita in this way, Kshiram yata dadi vikara desh vishesha desh yogat sanjayate nahi tata pratak asti hito ya shambhutam api tata samupaiti karyat govindam adidesh purusham tam aham bhajami. Lord Shiva is considered to be like yogurt, brackets dadi. Yogurt is nothing but transformed milk, Nonetheless, yogurt cannot be accepted as milk. Similarly, Lord Shiva holds almost all the powers of Lord Vishnu, and he is also above the qualities of the living entity, but he is not exactly like Vishnu, just as yogurt, although transformed milk, is not exactly like milk. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is also described herein as Vasudevaya Krishnaya. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all Vishnu expansions are his plenary portions or portions of his plenary portions, brackets, known as Swamsha and Kala. The Swamsha, or direct expansion, is also called Amsha. All Vishnu Desh Tattvas, this is small, are Swamsha, direct parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Krishna is known as Vasudeva because he appeared in this material world as the son of Vasudeva. Similarly, he is known as Devaki Desh Nandana, Yashoda Desh Nandana, Nanda Desh Nandana, and so on. Again and again, the Lord is very much interested in increasing the influence of his devotees. Therefore, he is described herein as Prabhave Sarvadesh Sattvatam. The Sattvata community is a community of Vaishnavas, pure devotees of the Lord. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has unlimited powers, and he wants to see that his devotees are also entrusted with unlimited powers. A devotee of the Lord is always, therefore, distinguished from all other living entities. The word Hari means, speech marks, one who takes away all miserable conditions, speech. And Hari Deshmedase means that the Lord is always planning ways to deliver the conditioned soul from the clutches of Maya. The Lord is so kind that he personally incarnates to deliver the conditioned souls, and whenever he comes, he makes his plans. Paritranaya sadunam vinashaya chadushkatam dharmadesh samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of a religion, I advent myself millennium after millennium. BG 4:8. Since the Lord delivers all conditioned souls from the clutches of Maya, he is known as Hari Deshmedha. In the list of incarnations, Krishna is described as the Supreme and Original Personality of Godhead. Etichamsha Deshkala Pumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Svayam Indrari Deshvayakulam Lokam Mardayanti Yuge Yuge. Bhak 1:328. Krishna, the Original Personality of Godhead. Personality is small, original as well, appears in this material world when the demigods, who are devotees of the Lord, are disturbed by the demons. Nama Kamaladesh Nabaya, Nama Kamaladesh Maline, Nama Kamaladesh Padaya, Namaste Kamalakshana. Nama, we offer our respectful obeisances, Kamaladesh Nabaya, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whose abdomen the original lotus flower originated. Nama, obeisances, Kamaladesh Maline, who is always decorated with a garland of lotus flowers. Nama, obeisances, Kamaladesh Padaya, whose feet are as beautiful and fragrant as the lotus flower. Nama te, obeisances unto you, Kamaladesh Ikshaya, whose eyes are exactly like the petals of the lotus flower. Dear Lord, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you, because from your abdomen sprouts the lotus flower, the origin of all living entities. You are always decorated with a lotus garland, and your feet resemble the lotus flower with all its fragrance. Your eyes are also like the petals of a lotus flower. Therefore, we always offer our respectful obeisances unto you. The word Kamaladesh Nabaya indicates that Lord Vishnu is the origin of the material creation. From the abdomen of Garbhodakashe Vishnu, a lotus flower sprouts. Lord Brahma, the first creature of the universe, is born from this lotus flower, and, subsequently, Lord Brahma creates the whole universe. The origin of all creation is therefore Lord Vishnu, and the origin of all the Vishnu-desh tattvas is Lord Krishna. Consequently, Krishna is the origin of everything. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva vajante mam buddha bhavadesh samanvita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. BG 10:8. Lord Krishna says, speech, I am the origin of everything. Speech, therefore, whatever we see emanates from him. This is also confirmed in the Vedanta Desh Sutra, Janmadi Asya Yataha, speech, the absolute truth is he, from whom everything emanates. Nama Kamaladesh Kinjalkadesh Pishan Gamaladesh Vasase Sarvadesh Bhutadesh Nivasaya Namo apostrophe Yungshmahi Shakshine. Nama obeisances, Kamaladesh Kinjalka, like the saffron in a lotus flower, Pishanga yellowish, Amala spotless, Vasashe, unto him whose garment, Sarvadesh Bhuta of all living entities, Nivasaya, the shelter, Nama obeisances, Ayunukshmahi, let us offer, Shakshine, unto the Supreme Witness. Dear Lord, the garment you have put on is yellowish in color like the saffron of a lotus flower, but it is not made of anything material. Since you live in everyone's heart, you are the direct witness of all the activities of all living entities. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you again and again. In this verse, the dress of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his all-pervasive nature is described. The Lord puts on a dress that is yellow, but such a garment is never to be considered material. The garments of the Lord are also the Lord. They are not different from the Lord because they are spiritual in nature. The word Sarvadesh Bhutadesh Nivasaya further clarifies how Lord Vishnu lives in everyone's heart and acts as the direct witness of all the activities of the conditioned soul. Within this material world, the conditioned soul has desires and acts in accordance with these desires. All these acts are observed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hardi Sanivishta Mata Smatir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. BG 15:15. The Lord is present in everyone's heart, and he gives the living entity intelligence. According to the desires of the living entity, the Lord makes him remember or forget. If the living entity is demoniac and wants to forget the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord gives him the intelligence to be able to forget the Supreme Lord forever. Similarly, when a devotee wants to serve the Supreme Lord, the Lord, as Paramatma, gives the devotee the intelligence to make progress in devotional service. The Lord directly witnesses our activities and experiences our desires. The Supreme Lord gives us the facilities to act in the way we wish. Rupam Bhagavata tu etad ashesha desh klesha desh sankshayam avishkatam na klishtanam kim anyad anukampitam. Rupam, form, Bhagavata, by your lordship. Two, but, etad, this, ashesha, unlimited klesha, misery, sankshayam, which dissipates, abhikshakatam, revealed, na, of us, klishtanam, who are suffering from material conditions, kim, anyat, what to speak of, anukampitam, those to whom you are always favorably disposed. Dear Lord, we conditioned souls are always covered by ignorance in the bodily conception of life. We therefore always prefer the miserable conditions of material existence. To deliver us from these miserable conditions, you have advented yourself in this transcendental form. This is evidence of your unlimited causeless mercy upon those of us who are suffering in this way. What, then, to speak of the devotees to whom you are always so favorably disposed? Question. When the Lord appears in his original form, he acts to deliver the pious and annihilate the miscreants. BG 4:8. Although he annihilates the demons, he nonetheless benefits them. It is said that all the living entities who died on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attained their original constitutional position, Svarupa, because they had the chance to see Krishna face to face riding in the chariot of Arjuna. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, superficially, two things were going on. The demons were being killed, and the devotee, Arjuna, was being protected. However, the results were the same for everyone. Thus it is said that the appearance of the Lord diminishes all kinds of miserable conditions caused by material existence. It is clearly stated in this verse that this form, brackets, Ashesha Dish Klesha Dish Shankshayam, is meant to diminish all the miserable conditions experienced in life, not only by the devotees, but by all others. Avishkatam na klishtanam. The Prachetas identified themselves as common men. Kim anyat anukampitam. The devotees are always favorably accepted by the Lord. The Lord shows all mercy not only to conditioned souls, but also to the devotees who are already liberated due to their devotional service. The form of the Lord as worshipped in the temples is called Archadesh Vigraha, or Archavatara, the worshipable form, the deity incarnation. This facility is offered to neophyte devotees who so that they can see the real form of the Lord face to face and offer their respectful obeisances and sacrifices in the form of Archa. Through such facilities, the neophytes gradually invoke their original Krishna consciousness. Deity worship in the form of temple worship is the most valuable benediction given by the Lord to beginners. All neophytes must therefore engage in the worship of the Lord by keeping the Archadesh Vigraha, brackets Archavatara, at home or in the temple. Etavat tvam hi vibhubir bhavayam dineshu vatsalai yad anusmarayate kale svadesh budhya badradesh randana. Etavat, thus tvam, your lordship, he certainly vibhubhi, by expansions, bhavyam, to be conceived, dineshu, unto the humble devotees, vatsalai, compassionate, yat, which anusmaryate is always remembered, kale, in due course of time, svadesh budhya, by one's devotional service, abadradesh randana, or killer of all inauspiciousness. Dear Lord, you are the killer of all inauspicious things. You are compassionate upon your poor devotees through the expansion of your Archadesh Vigraha. You should certainly think of us as your eternal servants. The form of the Lord known as Archa Vigraha is an expansion of his unlimited potencies. When the Lord is gradually satisfied with the service of a devotee, in due course of time, he accepts the devotee as one of his many unalloyed servants. Archa Desh Vigraha in the first sentence. Continuing. By nature, the Lord is very compassionate, therefore the service of neophyte devotees is accepted by the Lord, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tat aham bhaktidesh upahatam asnami prayatatmana. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. BG 9:26. The devotee offers eatables in the form of vegetables, fruits, leaves, and water to the Archadesh Vigraha. The Lord, being Bhaktadesh Vatsala, compassionate upon his devotees, accepts these offerings. Atheists may think that the devotees are engaged in idol worship, but the fact is different. Janardana, the Supreme Lord, accepts bhava, the attitude of service. The neophyte devotee engaged in the worship of the Lord may not understand the value of such worship, but the Supreme Lord, being Bhaktadesh Vatsala, accepts his devotee and in due course of time takes him home. In this connection, there is a story about a Brahmana who was offering sweet rice to the Lord within his mind. The Brahmana had no money nor any means of worshipping the deity, but within his mind he arranged everything nicely. He had gold pots to bring water from the sacred rivers to wash the deity, and he offered the deity very sumptuous food, including sweet rice. Once, before he offered the sweet rice, he thought that it was too hot, and he thought, speech, let me test it, it is very hot, speech. When he put his finger in the sweet rice to test it, his finger was burnt and his meditation broken. Although he was offering food to the Lord within his mind, the Lord accepted it. Nonetheless, consequently, the Lord in Vaikuntha immediately sent a chariot to bring the Brahmana back home, back to Godhead. Thus, it is the duty of every sincere devotee to accept the Archadesh Vigraha at home or in the temple and worship the form of the Lord as advised in authorized scriptures and directed by the spiritual master. Yeno pashantir bhutanam kshulakanam apihatam antarhito apostrophe natar deshhadaye kasman no veda nashisha. Yena, by which process, upashanti, satisfaction of all desires, bhutanam, of the living entities, kshulakanam, very much fallen, api, although, ihatam, desiring many things, antarhita, hidden, antadeshhadaye, in the core of the heart, kasmad, why, na, our, veda, he knows. not asisha, desires. When the Lord, out of his natural compassion, thinks of his devotee, by that process only are all desires of the neophyte devotee fulfilled. The Lord is situated in every living entity's heart, although the living entity may be very significant. The Lord knows everything about the living entity, including all his desires. Although we are very insignificant, why should the Lord not know our desires? Question. A very advanced devotee does not think himself advanced, no, new sentence. He is always very humble. The Supreme Personality of Godhead in his plenary expansion as the Paramatma, or Super Soul, sits in everyone's heart and can understand the attitudes and desires of his devotees. The Lord also gives opportunity to the non-devotees to fulfill their desires, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Mata Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Whatever a living entity desires, however insignificant he may be, is noted by the Lord, who gives him a chance to fulfill his desires. If the desires of the non-devotees are fulfilled, why not those of the devotees? Question. A pure devotee simply wants to engage in the service of the Lord without material desire, and if he wants this within the core of his heart, where the Lord is situated, and if he is without ulterior motive, why should the Lord not understand? Question. If a sincere devotee surrenders service to the Lord or to the Archadesh Vigraha, the form of the Lord, all his activities prove successful because the Lord is present within his heart and understands his sincerity. Thus, if a devotee, with all confidence, goes on discharging the prescribed duties of devotional service, he will ultimately attain success. So, eva varo apostrophe smakam ipshito chagata pate prasano bhagavan yesham apavargadesh gurur gati. So, that eva, certainly, vara, benediction, asmakam, our, ipshita, desired, Jagata, of the universe, Pate, O Lord, Prasana, satisfied, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yesham, with whom, Apavarga, of transcendental loving service, Guru, the teacher, Gati, the ultimate goal of life. O Lord of the universe, you are the actual teacher of the science of devotional service. We are satisfied that your Lordship is the ultimate goal of our lives, and we pray that you will be satisfied with us. That is our benediction. We do not desire anything other than your full satisfaction. In this verse, the words Apavargadesh Gurur Gati are very significant. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord is the ultimate fact of the Absolute Truth. Brahmati Paramatmeti Bhagavan Iti Shabdyate Bhag 1-11. The Absolute Truth is realized in three features, impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and ultimately the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. The word apavarga means liberation. Pavarga means material existence. In material existence, one always works very hard but is ultimately baffled. One then dies and has to accept another body to work very hard again. This is the cycle of material existence. Apavarga means just the opposite. Instead of working hard like cats and dogs, one returns home, back to Godhead. Liberation begins with merging into the Brahman effulgence of the Supreme Lord. This conception is held by the Jnanidesh Sampradaya, philosophical speculators, but the realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is higher. When a devotee understands that the Lord is satisfied, liberation, or merging into the effulgence of the Lord, is not very difficult. One has to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the impersonal Brahman effulgence, just as one has to approach the sun through the sunshine. It is not very difficult to merge into the impersonal effulgence of the Lord, Brahman, if one has satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Varam varni mahe apostrophe tapi nata tvat parata parat nahi antas tvadesh vibhutinam. So apostrophe nanta iti gyase. Varam, benediction, varni mahe, we shall pray for. Atapi, therefore, nata, O Lord. Tvat, from you. Parata parat, beyond the transcendence, na, not. He, certainly, anta, and tvat, your. Vibhutinam, of opulences, sa, you, ananta, unlimited, iti, thus, gyashe, are celebrated. Dear Lord, we shall therefore pray for your benediction because you are the supreme beyond all transcendence and because there is no end to your opulences. Consequently, you are celebrated by the name Ananta. There was no need for the prachetas to ask any benediction from the Supreme Lord because the devotees are simply satisfied by the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dhruva Maharaja practiced severe austerities and penances to see the Supreme Lord, and his intention was to receive benediction from the Lord. He wanted to acquire the throne of his father, or attain an even better position, but when he was actually in the presence of the Supreme Lord, he forgot everything. He said, Speech, dear Lord, I do not wish to ask any benediction. Speech, this is the actual position of the devotee. The devotee simply wants to be in the presence of the Supreme Lord, either in this world or in the next, and engage in his service. That is the ultimate goal and benediction for the devotees. The Lord asked the prachetas to pray for some benediction, and they said, speech, what kind of benediction should we pray for? Question, the Lord is unlimited, and there are unlimited benedictions. The purport is that if one must ask for benediction, he must ask for unlimited benediction. The words Tvat Parata are very significant in this verse. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Parata Parat. The word Para means transcendental, beyond this material world. The impersonal Brahman effulgence is beyond this material world, and this is called Param Padam. Aruhya Krichrena Param Padam. Bhak 10:2-32. Merging into the impersonal effulgence of the Lord is called Param Padam, but there is a high transcendental position, which is the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti Shabdyate. Bhak 1-11. The Absolute Truth is realized first as impersonal Brahman, then as Paramatma, and finally as Bhagavan. Thus the Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, is Paratan Parat, beyond Brahman and Paramatma realization. In this connection, Srila Jiva Goswami points out that Parata Parat means speech better than the best. Speech, the best is the spiritual world, and it is known as Brahman. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, is known as Parabrahman. Therefore, Parata Parat means speech better than Brahman realization, speech. As will be explained in the next verse, the Prachetas plan to ask the Lord for something that has no limit. The Lord's pastimes, qualities, forms and names are all unlimited. There is no limit to his name, forms, pastimes, creation and paraphernalia. The living entity cannot conceive of the unlimitedness of the unlimited. However, if living entities are engaged in hearing about the unlimited potencies of the Supreme Lord, they are factually connected directly to the unlimited. Such understanding of the unlimited becomes unlimited by hearing and chanting. Parijate apostrophe nunjasa labde sarango apostrophe nian na sevate dvadesh angridesh mulam asadia shakshat kim vani mahi. Parijate, the celestial tree known as Parijata. Anjasa, completely. Labde, having achieved. Saranga, a bee. Anyat, other. Nasevate, does not resort to. Tvadesh angri, your lotus feet. Mulam, the root of everything. Asadya, having approached. Shaksha, directly. Kim what? Vanimahi, may we ask. Dear Lord, when the bee approaches to the celestial tree called the Parijata, it certainly does not leave the tree, because there is no need for such action. Similarly, when we have approached your lotus feet and taken shelter of them, what further benediction may we ask of you? Question. When a devotee is actually engaged in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord, his engagement in itself is so perfect that there is no need to ask for further benediction. When a bee approaches the Parijata tree, it gets unlimited supplies of honey. There is no need to go to another tree. If one is fixed in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord, there is unlimited transcendental bliss, and as such there is no need to ask for further benediction. The Parijata tree is not commonly found within this material world. The Parijata tree is also known as Kalpadesh Vriksha, or the wish-fulfilling tree. One can get anything he desires from such a tree. In a material world, one can get oranges from an orange tree or mangoes from a mango tree, but there is no possibility of getting oranges from a mango tree or vice versa. However, one can get whatever he wants from the Parijata tree. Oranges, mangoes, bananas, and so on. This tree is found in the spiritual world. Chintamanidesh prakaradesh sadmasu, kalpadesh vrikshadesh lakshavarteshu. The spiritual world, Chintamanidesh Dhamma, is surrounded by these kalpadesh vriksha trees, but the Parijata tree is also found in the kingdom of Indra, that is, on Indra's heavenly planet. This Parijata tree was brought by Krishna to please Satyabhama, one of his queens, and this tree was implanted in the Dwaraka mansions constructed for the queens. The lotus feet of the Lord is exactly like the Parijata trees, or wish-fulfilling trees, and the devotees are like bumblebees. They are always attracted by the lotus feet of the Lord. Yavate mayaya sprasta brahmama iha karmabi tavat bhavatesh prasanganam sangasyano bhave. Yavat, as long as te, your maya, by the illusory energy, sprasta, contaminated, Brahmama, we wander, iha, in this material world. karma be by the reaction of fruitive activities, tavat, so long, bhavadesh prasanganam, of your loving devotees, sangha, association, syat, let there be, na, our, bhave, in every species of life. Dear Lord, as long as we have to remain within this material world due to our material contamination and wander from one type of body to another and from one planet to another, we prayed that we may associate with those who are engaged in discussing your pastimes. We pray for this benediction life after life, in different bodily forms and on different planets. This is the best benediction that a devotee can ask of the Supreme Lord. This is also confirmed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Stan istita shrutidish katam tanu deshvan desh manobi, Bhag 10.14.3. One may be in one position or another according to destiny, but in any case, one must continue to hear about the activities and pastimes of the Supreme Lord, regardless of circumstances. A pure devotee does not pray for liberation or for cessation of the cycle of birth and death because he does not consider that important. The most important thing for a devotee is getting a chance to hear about the pastimes and glories of the Lord. The devotees who engage in the service of the Lord in this world will have the same opportunity in the spiritual world also. Thus, for a devotee, everything is in the spiritual world, for as long as he can hear about the pastimes of the Lord, or wherever he can chant, the Lord is personally present. Tatra tishtami narada yatra gayanti maddesh bhakta. When the pure devotees assemble to chant, hear and talk about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the place where they assemble becomes Vaikuntha. For the devotee, there is no need to pray to the Lord for transfer to the Vaikuntha world. A pure devotee can create Vaikuntha or Vrindavan anywhere simply by chanting the glories of the Lord without offense. The Prachetas pray for an opportunity to hear of the glories of the Lord in every form of life. Brackets, bhave. A living entity transmigrates from one body to another. The devotee is not particularly eager to stop this process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays, Mama janmani ishvare bhavatat bhakti rahaitukitvayi, speech, my dear Lord, life after life may I be fixed in your pure devotional service. Out of humility, a devotee considers himself unfit to be transferred to the spiritual world. He always thinks himself contaminated by the modes of material nature. Nor is there any need for a devotee to ask to be freed from the modes of material nature. Devotional service itself is in the transcendental position, therefore there is no question of asking for this special facility. The conclusion is that a pure devotee is not anxious to stop the repetition of birth and death, but is always eager to associate with other devotees who are engaged in chanting and hearing about the glories of the Lord. Tulayama lavenapi nasvargam napunardesh bhavam bhagavadesh sangi sangasya matyanam kim uta shisha. Tulayama, we compare, lavena, with a moment, api, even, na, not. Svargam, attainment of the heavenly planets, na, not. Apunadesh bhavam, merging into the Brahman effulgence. Bhagavat, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sangi, with associates. Sangasya, of association. Matyanam, of persons who are destined to die. Kim uta, how much less. Ashisha, benedictions. Even a moment's association with a pure devotee cannot be compared to being transferred to heavenly planets or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with pure devotees is the highest benediction. The great saint Prabodhananda Saraswati, a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, has stated, Kaivalyam narakayate tridashadesh pur akashadesh pushpayate. For a pure devotee, Kaivalya, merging into the existence of Brahman, the Brahman effulgence, is no better than living in hell. Similarly, he considers promotion to heavenly planets, brackets, Tridashadesh Pur, just another kind of phantasmagoria. In other words, a pure devotee does not place much value in the destination of the karmis, brackets, the heavenly planets, nor in the destination of the jnanis, brackets, merging into the Brahman effulgence. A pure devotee considers a moment's association with another pure devotee to be far superior to residing in a heavenly planet or merging in the Brahman effulgence. The topmost benediction for those who are living in this material world and are subjected to the repetition of birth and death, brackets, transmigration, is association with pure devotees. One should search out such pure devotees and remain with them. That will make one completely happy, even though living within the material world. This Krishna consciousness movement is started for that purpose. A person who is overly affected materially may take advantage of this movement and become intimately associated with it. In this way, the confused and frustrated inhabitants of this material world may find the highest happiness in association with devotees. Yatre dyante kata mrstas trsnaya prasamo yata nirvairam yatra bhuteshu nodvego yatra kaschana. Yatra, where idyante are worshipped or discussed, kata, words, Mrsta, pure. Tashnaya, of material hankerings. Prashama, satisfaction. Yata, by which. Nirvairam, non-enviousness. Yatra, where. Bhuteshu, among living entities. Not. Udvega, fear. Yatra, where. Kaschana, any. Whenever pure topics of the transcendental world are discussed, the members of the audience forget all kinds of material hankerings, at least for the time being. Not only that, but they are no longer envious of one another, nor do they suffer from anxiety or fear. Vaikuntha means speech without anxiety, speech, and the material world means full of anxiety. As stated by Prahlada Maharaja, Sada Samudvignadesh Diyam Asadesh Grahat, Bhag 755. The living entities who have accepted this material world as a residence are full of anxiety. A place immediately becomes Vaikuntha whenever the holy topics of the personality of Godhead are discussed by pure devotees. This is the process of Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, chanting and hearing about the Supreme Lord Vishnu. As the Supreme Lord himself confirms, Naham Tishtami Vaikunte, confirms, Naham Tishtami Vaikunte Yoginam Hardayeshu Va Tatra Tithami Narada Yatra Gayanti Madhish Bhakta. My dear Narada, actually I do not reside in my abode, Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the hearts of yogis, but I reside in that place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastimes, and qualities. Because of the presence of the Lord in the form of the transcendental vibration, the Vaikuntha atmosphere is evoked. This atmosphere is without fear and anxiety. One living entity does not fear another. By hearing the holy names and glories of the Lord, a person executes pious activities. Shunvatam Svadesh Kata Krishna Punyadesh Ravanadesh Kirtana Bhak 1-2-17. Thus his material hankerings immediately stop. This Sankirtana movement, started by the Society for Krishna Consciousness, is meant for creating Vaikuntha, the transcendental world that is without anxiety, even in this material world. The method is the propagation of the Shravanam Kirtanam process throughout the world. In the material world, everyone is envious of his fellow men. Animalistic envy exists in human society as long as there is no performance of Sankirtana Desh Yagya, the chanting of the holy names. Dash Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare / Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Prachetas therefore decided to remain always in the society of devotees, and they considered that to be the highest benediction possible in human life. Yatra Narayana Shakshat Bhagavan Niyashinam Gati Samstuyate Tattesh Katashu Mukta Desh Sangai Puna Puna. Yatra, where Narayana, Lord Narayana, Shakshat, directly Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Niyashinam, of persons in a renounced order of life, Gati, the ultimate goal, Samstuyate, is worshipped, Saddesh Katashu, by discussing the transcendental vibration, Mukta Desh Sangai, by those who are liberated from material contamination, Puna Puna, again and again. The Supreme Lord, Narayana, is present amongst devotees who are engaged in hearing and chanting the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Narayana is the ultimate goal of sannyasis, those in a renounced order of life, and Narayana is worshipped through this Sankirtana movement by those who are liberated from material contamination. Indeed, they recite the holy name again and again. The Mayavadi sannyasis are missing the real presence of Narayana. This is because they falsely claim to be Narayana himself. According to the customary etiquette of Mayavadi sannyasis, they address one another as Narayana. To say that everyone is a temple of Narayana is correct, but to accept another human being as Narayana is a great offense. The conception of Daridradesh Narayana, poor Narayana, an attempt to identify the poor with Narayana, is also a great offense. Even to identify Narayana with demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is an offense. Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahmadesh Rudradidesh Daivatai Samatve Naivak Viksheta Sapasandi Bhavet Dhruvam. One who considers Lord Narayana on a level with great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is immediately listed amongst non-believers. End of speech. The fact is that by performing Sankirtana Dashyagya, one can immediately please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then Narayana himself descends and immediately is present. In the stage of Kali, Narayana is immediately present in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Concerning Lord Chaitanya, Srimad Bhagavatam states, Krishna Deshvadnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopa Pangastradesh Parsadam Yagyai Sankirtanadesh Prayair Yajantihi Sumedasa. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Bhag 11.5.32. After all, human life is meant for pleasing Narayana, and this can easily be done by performing Sankirtana Deshiyagya. Whenever there is congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord, Gora Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Lord Chaitanya, immediately appears and is worshipped by Sankirtana Deshiyagya. In this verse, it is said that Narayana is Niyasinam Gati, the ultimate goal of the sannyasis. The goal of those who have renounced the material world is the attainment of Narayana. A Vaishnava sannyasi therefore dedicates his life to serving Narayana. He does not falsely claim to be Narayana. Instead of becoming Nirvaira, non-envious of other living entities, one who tries to become Narayana becomes envious of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the attempt to become Narayana constitutes the greatest offense. Actually, when one chants or discusses the transcendental activities of the Lord, he immediately becomes non-envious. In this material world, everyone is envious of everyone else, but by vibrating or discussing the holy name of the Lord, one becomes non-envious and devoid of material hankering. Because of our envy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we have become envious of all other living entities. When we are no longer envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there will be real peace, unity and fraternity in human society. Without Narayana or Sankirtana Deshiyagya, there cannot be peace in this material world. Tesham vicharatam padbhyam tirtanam pavanechaya vitasya kim narocheta tavakanam samagama. Tesham, of them, vicharatam, who travel, padbhyam, by their feet, tirtanam, the holy places, pavanadesh ikshaya, who they desire to purify, vitasya, to the materialistic person who is always fearful, kim, why, not, rocheta, becomes pleasing, tavakanam, of your devotees, samagama, meeting. Dear Lord, your personal associates, devotees, wander all over the world to purify even the holy places of pilgrimage. Is not such activity pleasing to those who are actually afraid of material existence? Question. There are two kinds of devotees. One is called Gostanandi and the other Bhajananandi. The word Bhajananandi refers to the devotee who does not move but remains in one place. Such a devotee is always engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. He chants the Mahadesh mantra as taught by many acharyas and sometimes goes out for preaching work. The Gostanandi is one who desires to increase the number of devotees all over the world. He travels all over the world just to purify the world and the people residing in it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised, Prativite Acharyata Nagaradi Grama Sarvatra Prachara Haibe Moradama. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted his followers to move all over the world and preach in every town and village. In the Chaitanya Desh Sampradaya, those who strictly follow the principles of Lord Chaitanya must travel all over the world to preach the message of Lord Chaitanya, which is the same as preaching the words of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. The more the devotees preach the principles of Krishna Katha, the more people throughout the world will benefit. Devotees like the great sage Narada, who travel all over to preach, are called Gostanandi. Narada Muni is always wandering throughout the universe just to create different types of devotees. Narada even made a hunter a devotee. He also made Dhruva Maharaja and Prahlada devotees. Actually, all devotees are indebted to the great sage Narada, for he has wandered both in heaven and in hell. A devotee of the Lord is not even afraid of hell. He goes to preach the glories of the Lord everywhere, even in hell, because there is no distinction between heaven and hell for a devotee. Narayana desh para sarve na kutaschana bibhyati svarga pavargadesh narakeshu api tulyartadesh darshina. A pure devotee of Narayana is never afraid of going anywhere and everywhere. For him, heaven and hell are one and the same. Bhag 6:17-28. Such devotees, wandering all over the world, deliver those who are actually afraid of this material existence. Some people are already disgusted with material existence, being confused and frustrated by material enjoyment, and some people, who are intelligent, are interested in understanding the Supreme Lord. Both may take advantage of the pure devotee who wanders throughout the world. When a pure devotee goes to a place of pilgrimage, he desires to purify that holy place of pilgrimage. Many sinful men bathe in the holy waters of the places of pilgrimage. They take their baths in the waters of the Ganges and Yamuna at places such as Prayag, Vrindavan and Mathura. In this way, the sinful men are purified, but their sinful action and reactions Actions and reactions remain at the holy places of pilgrimage. When a devotee comes to take his bath at those places of pilgrimage, the sinful reactions left by the sinful man are neutralized by the devotee. Tirtidish kurvantika tirthani svantadish tena gada deshpata. Bhag 113.10. Because the devotee always carries the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart, wherever he goes becomes a place of pilgrimage, a holy place for understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is therefore the duty of everyone to associate with a pure devotee and thus attain freedom from material contamination. Everyone should take advantage of the wandering devotees whose only business is to deliver conditioned souls from the clutches of Maya. Vayam tu shakshad bhagavan bhavasya priyasya shakyu kshanadish sangamena sudush chikitsya bhavasya mrityor bishaktamam tvadya gatim gatasma. Vayam, we too, then, Shaksha, directly, Bhagavan, O Lord, Bhavasya, of Lord Shiva, Priyasya, very dear, Shakyu, your friend, Kshana, for a moment, Sangamena, by association, Sudush Chikitsyasya, very difficult to cure, Bhavasya, of material existence, Mrityo, of death, Bishak Deshtamam, the most expert physician, Tva, you, Adya, today, Gatim, destination, Gata, have achieved, Sma, certainly. Dear Lord, by virtue of a moment's association with Lord Shiva, who is very dear to you and who is your most intimate friend, we are fortunate to attain you. You are the most expert physician capable of treating the incurable disease of material existence. On account of our great fortune, we have been able to take shelter at your lotus feet. It has been said, Harim Vinana Satim Taranti. Without taking shelter of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, one cannot attain relief from the clutches of Maya, the repetition of birth, old age, disease, and death. The Prachetas received the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the grace of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the Supreme Devotee of Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, the most exalted Vaishnava is Lord Shiva, and those who are actually devotees of Lord Shiva follow Lord Shiva's advice and take shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. The so-called devotees of Lord Shiva who are simply after material prosperity are in a way deceived by Lord Shiva. He does not actually deceive them, because Lord Shiva has no business deceiving people, but because the so-called devotees of Lord Shiva want to be deceived, Lord Shiva, who is very easily pleased, allows them all kinds of material benedictions. These benedictions might ironically result in the destruction of the so-called devotees. For instance, Ravana took all material benediction from Lord Shiva, but the result was that he was ultimately destroyed with his family, kingdom, and everything else because he misused Lord Shiva's benediction. Because of his material power, he became very proud and puffed up so that he dared kidnap the wife of Lord Ramachandra. In this way, he was ruined. To get material benedictions from Lord Shiva is not difficult, but actually these are not benedictions. The Prachetas received benediction from Lord Shiva, and as a result, they attained the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. This is real benediction. The gopis also worship Lord Shiva in Vrindavan, and the Lord is still staying there as Gopishvara. The gopis, however, pray that Lord Shiva bless them by giving them Lord Krishna as their husband. There is no harm in worshipping the demigods, provided that one's aim is to return home, back to Godhead. Generally, people go to the demigods for material benefit, as indicated in Bhagavad Gita, Kamais tais tair hirtadesh jnana prapadyante apostrophe niyadesh devata tam tam niyamam astaya prakatya niyata svaya. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures. BG 720. One enamored by material benefits is called Hardadesh Jnana, one who has lost his intelligence. In this connection, it is to be noted that sometimes in revealed scriptures, Lord Shiva is described as being non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The point is that Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are so intimately connected that there is no difference in opinion. The actual fact is, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Desh, Ara Sabha Bhartya. Speech, the only Supreme Master is Krishna, and all others are his devotees or servants. CC Adi 5:142. This is the real fact, and there is no difference of opinion between Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu in this connection. Nowhere in revealed scripture does Lord Shiva claim to be equal to Lord Vishnu. This is simply the creation of the so-called devotees of Lord Shiva, who claim that Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are one. This is strictly forbidden in the Vaishnava Tantra. Yastu Narayanam Devam. Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, and Lord Brahma are intimately connected as master and servants. Shiva dish Virinchi dish Nutam. Vishnu is honored and offered obeisances by Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. To consider that they are all equal is a great offense. They are all equal in the sense that Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and all others are his eternal servants. Yanna svaditam gurava prasadita viprascha vedascha sadesh anuvatya aryanata suhrido bratarascha sarvani bhutani annashuyayaiva Yanna sutaptam tapa etat isha narandasham kalam adabhram apshu sarvam tat etat purushasya bhumno vanimaete paritoshanaya yat what not by us svaditam studied gurava superior persons, spiritual masters, prasadita satisfied, vipra the brahmanas, cha and vrda those who are elderly, cha and sadesh anuvatya by our gentle behavior, arya those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge, nata were offered obeisances, sudesh hrda friends, bharatara brothers, cha and sarvani all bhutani living entities, anasuyaya without any enviousness, without any enviousness. Eva certainly, yat what na of us, sudesh taptam severe, tapa penance, etat this, isha O Lord, nirandasam without taking any food, kalam time, adabharam for a long duration, apshu within the water, sarvam all, tat that, etat this, purushasya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, bhumna the most exalted, Verni Mahe, we want this benediction, te, of you, paritoshanaya, for the satisfaction. Dear Lord, we have studied the Vedas, accepted a spiritual master, and offered respect to Brahmanas, advanced devotees and aged personalities who are spiritually very advanced. We have offered our respects to them, and we have not been envious of any brother, friends, or anyone else. We have also undergone severe austerities within the water and have not taken food for a long time. All these spiritual assets of ours are simply offered to for your satisfaction. We pray for this benediction only, and nothing more. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Samsiddhir Haridesh Toshanam, the real perfection of life is pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedaischa sarvai aham eva vedya, in understanding the Vedas, one is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who has actually understood him surrenders unto him after many births. We find all these qualifications in the Prachetas. They underwent severe austerities and penances within the water, and they did not take any food for a very long time. They practiced these austerities not for material benediction, but for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. One may engage in any business, material or spiritual, but the purpose should be the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This verse presents a perfect picture of Vedic civilization. People training to become devotees should be respectful not only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but also to those who are elderly in knowledge, who are Aryans and actual devotees of the Lord. An Aryan is one who does not boast, but is an actual devotee of the Lord. Aryan means advanced. Formerly, those who claim to be Aryans had to be devotees of the Lord. For instance, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna chastised Arjuna by saying that he was speaking like a non-Aryan. Shri Bhagavan kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupashtitam anaryadish justam asvargyam akirtideshkaram Arjuna. The Supreme Person, square bracket, Bhagavan said, my dear Arjuna, how have these impurities come upon you? Question. They are not at all befitting a man who knows the progressive values of life. They do not lead to higher planets, but to infamy. BG 22. Arjuna, the Kshatriya, was refusing to fight despite being directly ordered by the Supreme Lord. He was thus chastised by the Lord as belonging to a non-Aryan family. Anyone who is advanced in devotional service of the Lord certainly knows his duty. It does not matter whether this duty is violent or non-violent. If it is sanctioned and ordered by the Supreme Lord, it must be performed. An Aryan performs his duty. It is not that the Aryans are unnecessarily inimical to living entities. The Aryans never maintained slaughterhouses, and they are never enemies of poor animals. The Prachetas underwent severe austerities for many years, even within the water. Accepting austerities and penances is the avowed business of those who are interested in advanced civilization. The word nirandasam means without food. Eating voraciously and unnecessarily is not the business of an Aryan. Rather, the eating process should be restricted as far as possible. When Aryan eat, they eat only prescribed eatables. Regarding this, the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pashpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. Tat aham bhaktidish upahartam asnami prayat atmana. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. BG 9:26. Thus, there are restrictions for the advanced Aryans. Although the Lord himself can eat anything and everything, he nonetheless restricts himself to vegetables, fruits, milk, and so on, and so on. This verse thus describes the activities of those who claim to be Aryans. Manu Svayambur Bhagavan Bhavascha Ye Apostafiniye Tapodesh Gyanadesh Vishudadesh Sattva Adishtadesh Para Api Yandesh Mahimna Stuvanti Ato Tvatmadesh Samam Gurnima. Manu, Swayambhuva Manu, Swayam Deshbhu, Lord Brahma, Bhagavan, the most powerful, Bhava, Lord Shiva, Cha also, Yehu, Anya, others, Tapa, by austerity, Jnana, by knowledge, Vishuddha, pure, Sattva, whose existence, Adishtadesh Para, who cannot see the end, Api, although, Yat, your, Mahimna, of glories, Tuvanti, they offer prayers, Ato, therefore, Tva, unto you, Atmadesh Samam, according to capacity, Ganima, we offered prayers. Dear Lord, even great yogis and mystics who are very much advanced by virtue of austerities and knowledge, and who have completely situated themselves in pure existence, as well as great personalities like Manu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva, cannot fully understand your glories and potencies. Nonetheless, they have offered their prayers according to their own capacities. In the same way, we, although much lower than these personalities, also offer our prayers according to our own capability. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Manu, Beck is the father of mankind, great saintly persons, and also great sages who have elevated themselves to the transcendental platform through austerities and penance, as well as devotional service, are imperfect in knowledge compared to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the case with anyone within this material world. No one can be equal to the Supreme Lord in anything, certainly not in knowledge. Consequently, anyone's prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is never complete. It is not possible to measure the complete glories of the Supreme Lord, who is unlimited. Even the Lord himself in his incarnation as Ananta or Shesha cannot describe his own glories. Although Ananta has many thousands of faces and has been glorifying the Lord for many years, he could not find the limit of the glories of the Lord. Thus it is not possible to estimate the complete potencies and glories of the Supreme Lord. Nonetheless, everyone in devotional service can offer essential prayers to the Lord. Everyone is situated in a relative position, and no one is perfect in glorifying the Lord. Beginning with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva down to ourselves, everyone is the servant of the Supreme Lord. We are all situated in relative positions according to our own karma. Yet every one of us can offer prayers with heart and soul as far as we can appreciate the Lord's glories. That is our perfection. Even when one is in the darkest region of existence, he is allowed to offer prayers to the Lord according to his own capacity. The Lord therefore says in Bhagavad Gita, Mam hi patta vyapashritya ye apostrophe p siu papa deshyonaya striyo vaishyas tata shudras te apostrophe p yanti param gatim. O son of Pratha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, woman, vaishyas, scribe merchants, as well as shudras, scribe workers, can approach the supreme destination, BG 9:32. If one seriously accepts the lotus feet of the Lord, he is purified by the grace of the Lord and by the grace of the Lord's servant. This is confirmed by Shukadev Goswami, ye apostrophe niye, chapapa yat apashraya shraya shudyanti tasmai prabhavishnave nama. Bhak 2:4-18. One who is brought under the lotus feet of the Lord by the endeavor of the Lord's servant, the spiritual master, is certainly immediately purified, however low-born he may be. He becomes eligible to return home, back to Godhead. Nama samaya shudaya purashaya paraya cha vasudevaya satvaya tubhyam bhagavate nama. Nama, we offer our respectful obeisances. Samaya, who is equal to everyone. Shudaya, who is never contaminated by sinful activities. Purushaya, unto the Supreme Person. Paraya, transcendental, Cha also, Vasudevaya, living everywhere, Satvaya, who is in the transcendental position, Tubhyam, unto you, Bhagavate, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nama, obeisances. Dear Lord, you have no enemies or friends, therefore you are equal to everyone. You cannot be contaminated by sinful activities, and your transcendental form is always beyond the material creation. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead because you remain everywhere within all existence. You are consequently known as Vasudeva. We offer you our respectful obeisances. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Vasudeva because he lives everywhere. The word Vas means to live, in brackets. As stated in Brahma Samhita, Eko apostrophe P asau rachiyaitum Jagadish Andadish Kotim, the Lord, through his plenary portion, enters into each and every universe to create a material manifestation. He also enters into each and every heart in all living entities, and into each and every atom also. Brackets. Paramanu Dish Jayantara Dish Tam. Because the Supreme Lord lives everywhere, he is known as Vasudeva. Although he lives everywhere within the material world, he is not contaminated by the modes of nature. The Lord is therefore described in Ishopanishad as Apapadesh Vidam. He is never contaminated by the modes of material nature. When the Lord descends on this planet, he acts in many ways. He kills demons and performs acts not sanctioned by the Vedic principles, that is, acts considered sinful. Even though he acts in such a way, he is never contaminated by his action. He is therefore described herein as Shuddha, meaning always free from contamination. The Lord is also Sama, equal to everyone. In this regard, he states in Bhagavad Gita, Samo apostrophe ham sarvadesh bhuteshu name dveshyo apostrophe shti na priya ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maiteteshu chapi aham. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. PG 9:29. The Lord has no one as his friend or enemy, and he is equal to everyone. The word Satvaya indicates that the form of the Lord is non-material. It is Sach Desh Chit Desh Ananda Desh Vigraha, ending with A. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sach Desh Chit Desh Ananda Desh Vigraha, ending with H. His body is different from our material bodies. One should not think that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has a material body like ours. Maitreya uvacha iti pracheto bhir abhishtuto hari pritas tateti aha saranyadish vatsala anikshatam yanam atraptadish chakshusham yayav svadish damana pavargadish virya. Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, iti das pracheto bhi, by the prachetas, abhishtuta, being praised, hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, prita, being pleased, tata, so, iti das, aha, said, Sharanya, to the surrendered souls, Vatsala, affectionate, Anikshatam, not desiring, Yanam, his departure, Atrapta, not satisfied, Chakshusham, their eyes, Yayav, he left, Svadeshdama, to his own abode, Anapavargadesh Virya, whose prowess is never defeated. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the protector of surrendered souls, being thus addressed by the prachetas and worshipped by them, replied, speech, may whatever you have prayed for be fulfilled. Speech, after saying this, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose prowess is never defeated, left. The prachetas were unwilling to be separated from him because they had not seen him to their full satisfaction. The word anapavargadesh virya is significant in this verse. The word ana means speech, without speech. Pavarga means speech, the materialistic way of life, speech, and virya means speech prowess, speech. The prowess of the Supreme Personality of Godhead always contains 6 basic opulences, one of which is renunciation. Although the prachetas desire to see the Lord to their full satisfaction, the Lord nonetheless left. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, this is an exhibition of his kindness to innumerable other devotees. Although he was being attracted by the prachetas, he left. This is an example of his renunciation. This renunciation was also exhibited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he stayed with Advaita Prabhu after taking sannyasa. All the devotees there wanted him to stay a few days longer, but Lord Chaitanya left without hesitation. The conclusion is that although the Supreme Lord has unlimited kindness for his devotees, he is not attached to anyone. He is equally kind to his innumerable devotees all over the creation. Ata niryaya salilat prachetasa andavataha vikshya kupyan drumais chanam gam rodhum ivo chritai. Ata, thereafter, niryaya, after coming out, shalilat, from the water, prachetasa, all the prachetas, udan vata, of the sea, vikshya, having observed, akupyam, became very angry, drumai, by trees, chanam, covered, gam, the world, gam, the heavenly planets, rodhum, to obstruct, Eva, as if, ukshritai, very tall. Thereafter all the prachetas emerged from the waters of the sea. They then saw that all the trees on land had grown very tall, as if to obstruct the path of the heavenly planets. These trees had covered the entire surface of the world, At this time the Prachetas became very angry. King Prachinabarisad left his kingdom before his sons arrived after their execution of penance and austerity. The sons, the Prachetas, were ordered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to come out of the water and go to the kingdom of their father in order to take care of that kingdom. However, when they came out, they saw that everything had been neglected due to the king's absence. They first observed that food grains were not being produced and that there were no agricultural activities. Indeed, the surface of the world was practically covered by very tall trees. It seemed as though the trees were determined to stop people from going into outer space to reach the heavenly kingdoms. The Prachetas became very angry when they saw the surface of the globe covered in this way. They desired that the land be cleared for crops. It is not a fact that jungles and trees attract clouds and rain, because we find rainfall over the sea. Human beings can inhabit any place on the surface of the earth by clearing jungles and converting land for agricultural purposes. People can keep cows, and all economic problems can be solved in that way. One need only work to produce grains and take care of the cows. The wood found in the jungles may be used for constructing cottages. In this way, the economic problem of humanity can be solved. At the present moment, there are many vacant lands throughout the world, and if they are properly utilized, there will be no scarcity of food. As far as rain is concerned, it is the performance of yagya that attracts rain. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Anat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anadish sambhava yagyat bhavati parjanyo yagya karmadish samudbhava. All living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yagya, square bracket, sacrifice, square bracket, and yagya is born of prescribed duties, PG 3:14. By performing sacrifice, men will have sufficient rainfall and crops. Tato apostrophe gnidesh marutau rajan amunchan mukato rusha mahim nirvirudan kartum samvartaka ivatyaye. Tata, thereafter Agni, fire, Marutau, and air, Rajan, O king, Amunchan, they emitted, Mukata, from their mouths, Rusha, out of anger, Mahim, the earth, Nirvirudam, treeless, Kartum, to make, Samvartaka, the fire of devastation, Eva, like, Atyaya, at the time of devastation. My dear king, at the time of devastation, Lord Shiva emits fire and air from his mouth out of anger. To make the surface of the earth completely treeless, the Prachetas also emitted fire and air from their mouths. In this verse, Vidura is addressed as Rajan, which means speech, O king, speech. In this regard, Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura comments that a Dhira never becomes angry because he is always situated in devotional service. Advanced devotees can control their senses, therefore a devotee can be addressed as Rajan. A king controls and rules in various ways among citizens, Similarly, one who can control his senses is the king of the senses. He is a Swami or Goswami. The Swamis and Goswamis are therefore sometimes addressed as Maharaja, or king. Basmasat kriyamanam stan druman vikshya pitadeshmaha agata samayam asa putran barhismato naya. Basmasat, into ashes. Kriyamanan, being made, tan, all of them, druman, the trees, vikshaya, seeing, Pita Maha, Lord Brahma, Agata, came there, Shamayam Asa, pacified, Putran, the sons, Barishmata, of King Barishman, Naya, by logic. After seeing that all the trees on the surface of the earth were being turned to ashes, Lord Brahma immediately came to the sons of King Barishman and pacify them with words and logic. Whenever there is some uncommon occurrence on any planet, Lord Brahma, being in charge of the whole universe, immediately comes to control the situation. Lord Brahma also came when Hiranyakashipu underwent severe penances and austerities and made the whole universe tremble. A responsible man in any establishment is always alert to keep peace and harmony with the establishment. Similarly, Lord Brahma is also allowed to keep peace and harmony within this universe. He consequently pacified the sons of King Barhisman with good logic. Tatra vashishta ye vriksha bita duhitaram tada ajahrus te prache tobya upadishta swayambhuva. Tatra, there, avishishta, remaining, yet which vriksha, trees, bita, being afraid, duhitaram, their daughter, tada, at that time, ujahru, delivered, te, they, prachetobhya, unto the prachetas, upadishta, being advised, svayam deshbhuva, Lord Brahma, by Lord Brahma. The remaining trees, being very much afraid of the Prachetas, immediately delivered their daughter at the advice of Lord Brahma. The daughter of the trees is referred to in text 13 of this chapter. This daughter was born of Kandu and Pramlocha. The society girl Pramlocha, after giving birth to the child, immediately left for the heavenly kingdom. While the child was crying, the king of the moon took compassion upon her and saved her by putting his finger into her mouth. The child was cared for by the trees, and when she grew up, by the order of Lord Brahma, she was delivered to the Prachetas as their wife. The name of the girl was Marisa, as the next verse will explain. It was the predominating deity of the trees that delivered the daughter. In this connection, Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada states, Vriksha tad dish adish shtatar dish devata, speech, the single speech, trees, single speech, means the controlling deity of those trees. In the Vedic literatures, we find that there is a controlling deity of the water, similarly, there is a controlling deity of the trees. The Prachetas were engaged in burning all the trees to ashes, and they considered the trees their enemies. To pacify the Prachetas, the predominating deity of the trees, under the advice of Lord Brahma, delivered the daughter Marisa. Techa Brahmanad Adeshan Marisham Upayem Mire Yasyam Mahadesh Avagyanad Ajani Ajanadesh Yonija. Tell all the Prachetas, Cha also, Brahmana of Lord Brahma, Adeshat, by the order, Marisa, Upayem Mire, married Yasyam, in whom Mahat, to a great personality, Avagyanat. On account of this respect, Ajani took birth, Ajanadesh Yonidesh Ja, the son of Lord Brahma, Daksha. Following the order of Lord Brahma, all the Prachetas accepted the girl as their wife. From the womb of this girl, the son of Lord Brahma, named Daksha, took birth. Daksha had to take birth in the womb of Marisha due to his disobeying and disrespecting Lord Mahadeva, Scribe Shiva. Consequently, he had to give up his body twice. In this connection, the word Mahadesh Avagyanat is significant. King Daksha was the son of Lord Brahma, therefore in a previous birth he was a Brahmana, but because of his behaving like a non-Desh Brahmana, brackets Abrahmana, by insulting or disrespecting Lord Mahadeva, he had to take birth within the semen of a Kshatriya. That is to say, he became the son of the Prachetas. Not only that, but because of his disrespecting Lord Shiva, he had to undergo the tribulation of taking birth within the womb of a woman. In the Dakshadesh Yaga arena, he was once killed by Lord Shiva's servant, Virabhadra. Because that was not sufficient, he again took birth in the womb of Marisa. At the end of the Dakshadesh Yaga and the disastrous incidents there, Daksha offered his prayer to Lord Shiva. Although he had to give up his body and take birth in the womb of a woman impregnated by the semen of a Kshatriya, he nonetheless received all opulence by the grace of Lord Shiva. These are the subtle laws of material nature. Unfortunately, people in this modern age do not know how these laws are working. Having no knowledge of the eternity of the spirit soul and its transmigration, the population of the present age is in the greatest ignorance. Because of this, it is said in Bhagavatam, Manda Sumandadish Matayo Mandadish Bhagya Hi Upadruta, Bhag 1110. The total population in this age of Kali Yuga is very bad, lazy, unfortunate, and disturbed by material conditions. Chakshushe tu antare prapte prakdish sarge kaladish vidrute yasa sarja praja ishta sadaksho daivadesh chodita. Chakshusha, named Chakshusha, tu but antare, the manvantara, prapte, when it happened, prak, previous, sarge, creation, kaladish vidrute, destroyed in due course of time, ya, one who, sasarja, created, praja, living entities, Ishta, desirable, Sa, he, Daksha, Daiva, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chodita, inspired. His previous body had been destroyed, but he, the same Daksha, inspired by the Supreme Will, created all the desired living entities in the Chakshusha Manvatara. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Sahasradesh Yugadesh Paryantam Ahar Yad Brahmano Vidu Ratrim Yugadesh Sahasrantam Te apostrophe Ho Desh Ratra Desh Vido Jana. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together is the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night, BG 817. Brahma's one day consists of 1,000 cycles of the four yugas, Satya, Treta, Dvapara, and Kali. In that one day, there are 14 manvantaras, and out of these manvantaras, this Chakshusha Manvantara is the sixth. The various manus existing in one day of Lord Brahma are as follows, brackets 1, Svayambhuva, brackets 2, Svarochisha, 3, Uttama, 4, Tamasa, 5. Raivata. 6. Chakshusha. 7. Vaivashvata. 8. Savarni. 9. Dakshadesh Savarni. 10. Brahmadesh Savarni. 11. Dharmadesh Savarni. 12. Rudradesh Savarni. 13. Devadesh Savarni. And 14. Indradesh Savarni. Thus there are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. In a year there are 5,040 Manus. Brahma has to live for 100 years, semicolon. Consequently, the total of Manus appearing and disappearing during the life of one Brahma is 504,000. This is the calculation for one universe, and there are innumerable universes. All these Manus come and go simply by the simply by the breathing process of Mahadesh Vishnu. As stated in the Brahma Samhita colon, Yasyaikadesh Nishvashita Deshkalam Ata Valambhya Jivanti Lomadesh Vilaja Jagadesh Andadesh Nata Vishnur Mahan Sa Iha Yasya Kaladesh Vishesho Govindam Adidesh Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. The word Jagadesh Andadesh Nata means Lord Brahma. There are innumerable Jagadesh Andadesh Nata Brahmas, and thus we can calculate the many Manus. The present age is under the control of Vaivashvata Manu. Each Manu lives 4,320,000 years multiplied by 71. The present Manu has already lived for 4,320,000 years multiplied by 28. All these long lifespans are ultimately ended by the laws of material nature. The controversy of Daksha Deshayagya took place in the Svayambhuva Manvantara period. As a result, Daksha was punished by Lord Shiva, but by virtue of his prayers to Lord Shiva, he became eligible to regain his former opulence. According to Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, Daksha underwent severe penances up to the 5th Manvantara. Thus, at the beginning of the 6th Manvantara, known as the Chakshusha Manvantara, Daksha regained his former opulence by the blessings of Lord Shiva. Yo Jayamana Sarvesham Tejas Tejasvinam Rucha Svayopadata Dakshyachcha Karmanam Daksham Abruvan Tam Prajadesh Sargadesh Rakshayam Anadir Abhishicyacha Yuyoja Yuyuje Apostopiniamscha Savai Sarvadesh Prajapatin. One who Jayamana, just after his birth, Sarvesham of all, Teja, the brilliance, Tejasvinam, brilliant, Rucha, by effulgence, Svaya, his Upadata, covered, Dakshyat, from being expert, Cha, and Karmanam, in fruitive activities, Daksham, Daksha, Abruvan, was called Tam, him, Praja, living beings, Sarga, generating, Rakshayam, in the matter of maintaining, Anadi, the firstborn, Lord Brahma, Abhishicya, having appointed, Cha, also, Yuyoja, engaged, Yuyuje, engaged, Anyan, others, Cha, and Sa, he, Vai, certainly, Sarva, all, Prajadesh Patin, progenitors of living entities. After being born, Daksha, by the super excellence of his bodily luster, covered all others' bodily opulence. Because he was very expert in performing fruitive activity, he was called by the name Daksha, meaning speech, the very expert speech. Lord Brahma therefore engaged Daksha in the work of generating living entities and maintaining them. In due course of time, Daksha also engaged other Prajapatis, progenitors, in the process of generation and maintenance. Daksha became almost as powerful as Lord Brahma. Consequently, Lord Brahma engaged him in generating population. Daksha was very influential and opulent. In this own turn, Daksha engaged other Prajapatis, headed by Marichi. In this way, the population of the universe increased. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 30th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Speech, the Activities of the Prachetas Speech. Chapter 31. Narada instructs the Prachetas. Matra uvacha tata utpanadesh vigyana ashu adokshajadesh bashitam smaranta atmaje bhariyam visarjya pravarjan grihat. Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, tata, thereafter, utpana, developed, vigyanaha, possessing perfect knowledge, ashu, very soon, adokshaja, by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, basitam, what was enunciated, smaranta, remembering, atmadesche, unto their son, bharyam, their wife, visarjya, after giving, pravarjan, left, grihat, from home. The great Saint Maitreya continued, after that, the Prachetas lived at home for thousands of years and developed their perfect knowledge in spiritual consciousness. At last they remembered the blessings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and left home, putting their wife in charge of a perfect son. After the prachetas had finished their penances, they were blessed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord blessed them by telling them that after finishing their family life, they would return home, back to Godhead, in due course of time. After finishing their family life, which lasted thousands of years according to the calculations of the demigods, the prachetas decided to leave home, putting their wife in the charge of a son named Daksha. This is the process of Vedic civilization. In the beginning of life, as a brahmachari, one has to undergo severe penances and austerities in order to be educated in spiritual values. The brahmachari is never allowed to mingle with women and is thus kept from learning about sex enjoyment. The basic flaw in modern civilization is that boys and girls are given freedom during school and college to enjoy sex life. Most of the children are Varnade Shankara, meaning born of undesirable fathers and mothers. Consequently, the whole world is in chaos. Actually, human civilization should be based on the Vedic principles. This means that in the beginning of life, boys and girls should undergo penances and austerities. When they are grown, they should get married, live for some time at home and beget children. When the children are grown up, the man should leave home and search for Krishna consciousness. In this way, one can make one's life perfect by going home to the kingdom of God. Unless one practices penances and austerities in his student life, he cannot understand the existence of God. Without realizing Krishna, one cannot make his life perfect. The conclusion is that when the children are grown, the wife should be put in the children's charge. The husband may then leave home to develop Krishna consciousness. Everything depends on the development of mature knowledge. King Prachina Barisat, the father of the Prachetas, left home before the arrival of his sons, who were engaged in austerity within the water. As soon as the time is ripe, or as soon as one has developed perfect Krishna consciousness, he should leave home, even though all his duties may not be fulfilled. Prachina Barisat was waiting for the arrival of his sons, but, following the instructions of Narada, as soon as his intelligence was properly developed, he simply left instructions for his ministers to impart to his sons. Thus, without waiting for their arrival, he left home. Giving up a comfortable home life is absolutely necessary for human beings and is advised by Prahlada Maharaja. Hitvatmadesh patam graham adhadesh kupam : to finish the materialistic way of life, one should leave his so-called comfortable home life, which is simply a means for killing the soul. Brackets Atmadesh patam. The home is considered to be a dark well covered by grass, and if one falls within this well, he simply dies without anyone's caring. One should therefore not be too much attached to family life, for it will spoil one's development of Krishna consciousness. Dikshita Brahmadesh Satrena Sarvadesh Bhutat Madesh Medasa Pratityam Dishi De Velayam Sido Apostrophe Bhut Yatra Yajali. Dikshita, being determined, Brahmadesh Satrena, by understanding of the Supreme Spirit, Sarva, all, Bhuta, living entities, Atmadesh Medasa, considering as oneself, Pratityam, in the western, Dishi, direction, Velayam, on the seashore, Siddha, perfect, Abhut, became Yatra, where Jajali, the great sage Jajali. The Prachetas went to the seashore in the west, where the great liberated sage Jajali was residing. After perfecting the spiritual knowledge by which one becomes equal to all living entities, the Prachetas became perfect in Krishna consciousness. The word Brahmadesh Satra means cultivation of spiritual knowledge. Actually, both the Vedas and severe austerity are known as Brahma. Vedas Tattvam Tapo Brahma. Brahma also means the absolute truth. One has to cultivate knowledge of the absolute truth by pursuing studies in the Vedas and undergoing severe austerities and penances. The Prachetas properly executed this function and consequently became equal to all other living entities. As Bhagavad Gita confirms, Brahmadesh Bhuta Prasanatma Nasuchati Nakankshati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Maddesh Bhaktim Labate Param. One who is thus transcendently situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman. He never laments nor desires to have anything, He is equally disposed to every living entity. In that state he attains pure devotional service unto me. BG 1854. When one actually becomes spiritually advanced, he does not see the difference between one living entity and another. This platform is attained by determination. When perfect knowledge is expanded, one ceases to see the outward covering of the living entity. He sees, the spirit soul within the body. Thus he does not make distinctions between a human being and an animal, a learned brahmana and a chandala. Vidyadesh Vinayadesh Sampane Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadishtarshina. The humble sage, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater, outcast, BG 5:18. A learned person sees everyone equally on a spiritual basis, and a learned person, a devotee, wants to see everyone developed in Krishna consciousness. The place where the prachetas were residing was perfect by executing spiritual activities. For it is indicated that the great sage Jajali attained mukti, liberation, there. One desiring perfection or liberation should associate with a person who is already liberated. This is called sadhudesh sangha, associating with a perfect devotee. Tan nirjitadesh pranadesh mano desh vachodesh desho jita sadnan shantadesh samana desh vigrahan pare apostrophe male brahmani yojitatmana Sura Sure Dio Dadrshe Sma Narada Tan, all of them. Nirjita, completely controlled. Prana, the life air, by the pranayama process. Mana, mind. Vacha, words. Dasha, and vision. Jitadesh Asanan, who conquered the yogic asana, or sitting posture. Shanta, pacified. Samana, straight. Vigrahan, whose bodies, pare, transcendental. Amale, free from all material contamination. Brahmani, in the supreme. Yojita, engaged. Atmana, whose minds. Suradesh Asura Desh Idya, worshipped by the demons and by the demigods. Dadashe, so, Sma, in the past. Narada, the great sage Narada. After practicing the yogasana for mystic yoga, the prachetas managed to control their life, air, mind, words, and external vision. Thus, by the pranayama process, they were completely relieved of material attachment. By remaining perpendicular, they could concentrate their minds on the uppermost Brahman. While they were practicing this pranayama, the great sage Narada, who is worshipped both by demons and by demigods, came to see them. In this verse, the words pare amale are significant. The realization of Brahman is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. The absolute truth is realized in three phases: impersonal effulgence, Brahman, localized Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. In his prayers, Lord Shiva concentrated upon the personal features of Parabrahman, described in personal terms as Snigdadesh Pravrit Desh Ghanadesh Yamam. Bhag 4:24-45. Following the instructions of Lord Shiva, the prachetas also concentrated their minds on the Shyamasundara form of the Supreme Brahman. Although impersonal Brahman, Paramatma Brahman, and Brahman as the Supreme Person are all on the same transcendental platform, the personal feature of the Supreme Brahman is the ultimate goal and last word in transcendence. The great sage Narada travels everywhere. He goes to the demons and the demigods and is equally respected. He is consequently described herein as Sura Surediya, worshipped both by demons and by demigods. For Narada Muni, the door of every house is open. Although there is perpetual animosity between the demons and demigods, Narada Muni is welcomed everywhere. Narada is considered one of the demigods, of course, and the word Devarshi means speech, the saintly person among the demigods. Not even the demons envied Narada Muni, therefore he is equally worshipped both by demons and by demigods. A perfect Vaishnava's position should be just like Narada Muni's, completely independent and unbiased. Tam agatam ta uthaya pranipatya binandya cha pujayitva yatha desham shukashinam atha bruvan. Tam, to him agatam, appeared. Te, all the prachetas. Uthaya, after getting up. Pranipatya, offering obeisances. Abhinandya, offering welcome. Cha, also. Pujayitva, worshipping. Yatad adesham, according to regulative principles. Shukadesh ashinam, comfortably situated. Ata, thus. Abruvan, they said. As soon as the prachetas saw that the great sage Narada had appeared, they immediately got up even from their asanas. As required, they immediately offered obeisances and worshipped him, and when they saw that Narada Muni was properly seated, they began to ask him questions. It is significant that all the prachetas were engaged in practicing yoga to concentrate their minds on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prachetas uchu swagatam te surashe apostophidia tishtya no darshanam gata tava chankramanam brahmana abhayaya yata rave. Prachetasa uchu. The prachetas said, Sudesh agatam, welcome, te, unto you, Suradesh rishe, O sage among the demigods. Adya, today, Dishtya, by good fortune. Na, of us, Darshanam, audience. Gata, you have come. Tava, your. Chankramanam, movements. Brahman, O great Brahmana. Abhayaya, for fearlessness, Yata, S, Rave, of the sun. All the prachetas began to address the great sage Narada, O great sage, O Brahmana, we hope you met with no disturbances while coming here. It is due to our great fortune that we are now able to see you. By the travelings of the sun, people are relieved from the fear of the darkness of night, a fear brought about by thieves and rogues. Similarly, your traveling is like the sun's, for you drive away all kinds of fear. Because of the night's darkness, everyone is afraid of rogues and thieves, especially in great cities. People are often afraid to go out on the streets, and we understand that even in a great city like New York, people do not like to go out at night. More or less, when it is night, everyone is afraid, either in the city or in the village. However, as soon as the sun rises, everyone is relieved. Similarly, this material world is dark by nature. Everyone is afraid of danger at every moment, but when one sees a devotee like Narada, all fear is relieved. Just as the sun disperses darkness, the appearance of a great sage like Narada disperses ignorance. When one meets Narada or his representative, a spiritual master, he is freed from all anxiety brought about by ignorance. Yat adishtam bhagavata shivenando kshajena cha tad griheshu prasaktanam prayasa kshapitam prabho. Yat, what, adishtam, was instructed, Bhagavata, by the exalted personality, Shivena, Lord Shiva, Adukshajena, by Lord Vishnu, cha, also, tad, that, griheshu, to family affairs, prashaktanam, by us who were too much attached, prayasa, almost, kshapitam, forgotten, prabho, O Master, may we inform you that because of our being overly attached to family affairs, we almost forgot the instructions we received from Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Remaining in family life is a kind of concession for sense enjoyment. One should know that sense enjoyment is not required, but one has to accept sense enjoyment in as much as one has to live. As confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, brackets 1-2, Kamasya Nedriya Dishpati. One is to become a Goswami and control his senses. One should not simply use his senses for sense gratification, rather, the senses should be employed just as much as required for maintaining body and soul together. Srila Rupa Goswami recommends, Anashaktasya Vishayan Yatarham Upayujata. One should not be attached to sense objects, but should accept sense enjoyment as much as required, no more. If one wishes to enjoy the senses more than required, he becomes attached to family life, which means bondage. All the prachetas admitted their fault in remaining in household life. Tanna pradyotaya dhyatma desh jnanam tavar tadesh darshanam yenan jasa tarishyamo dushtaram bhavadesh sagaram. Tat, therefore, na, for us, pradyotaya, kindly awaken, adhyatma, transcendental, jnanam, knowledge, tattva, absolute truth, artha, for the purpose of, darshanam, philosophy, yena, by which, anjasa, easily, tarish, desh, yama, or together, tarishyama, we can cross over, dushtaram, formidable, bhavadesh sagaram, the ocean of nescience. Dear Master, kindly enlighten us in transcendental knowledge, which may act as a torchlight by which we may cross the dark nescience of material existence. The prachetas requested Narada to enlighten them in transcendental knowledge. Generally, when a common man meets a saintly person, he wishes to get some material benediction. However, the prachetas were not interested in material benefit, for they had enjoyed all this sufficiently. Nor did they want the fulfillment of their material desires. They were simply interested in crossing the ocean of nescience. Everyone should be interested in getting out of these material clutches. Everyone should approach a saintly person in order to be enlightened in this connection. One should not bother a saintly person to get blessings for a material enjoyment. Generally, householders receive saintly persons to get their blessings, but their real aim is to become happy in the material world. Asking such material benedictions is not recommended in the Shastras. Maitreya uvacha iti prachetasam prasto bhagavan Narada Muni bhagavati utamade shloka avishtatma bharavin nripan. Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, iti, thus, prachetasam, by the prachetas, prasta, being asked, Bhagavan, the great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narada Muni, very thoughtful, Bhagavati, in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, utamade shloka, possessing excellent renown. Avista, absorbed, Atma, whose mind, Abravit, replied, Nirpan, to the king's capital. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, being thus petitioned by the prachetas, the supreme devotee, Narada, who is always absorbed in thoughts of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, began to reply. In this verse, Bhagavan Narada indicates that Narada is always absorbed in thoughts of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavati Uttamade Shloka Avishtatma. Narada has no other business than thinking of Krishna, talking of Krishna and preaching about Krishna, semicolon. Therefore he is sometimes called Bhagavan. Bhagavan means speech, one who possesses all opulences. When a person possesses Bhagavan within his heart, he is also sometimes called Bhagavan. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura said, Shaksha Deshtaritvena Samasta Deshastraya. In every Shastra, the spiritual master is accepted directly as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This does not mean that the spiritual master or ascended person of Narada has actually become the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is accepted in this way because he possesses the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart constantly. As described here, brackets Avishtatma, when one is simply absorbed in the thought of Krishna, he is also called Bhagavan. Bhagavan possesses all opulence. Now Bhagavan is not in italics. Bhagavan possesses all opulence. If one possesses Bhagavan within his heart, always, does he not automatically possesses all opulence also? Question. In that sense, a great devotee like Narada can be called, italics, Bhagavan. However, we cannot tolerate when a rascal or impostor is called Bhagavan, italics. One must possess either all opulences or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, no italics, who possesses all opulences. Narada uvacha taj janma tani karmani tat ayustan manovacha nirnam yena hi ayushvatma sevyate harir ishvara. Narada uvacha, Narada said, tat janma, that birth, tani, those, karmani, fruit of activities, tat, that, ayu, span of life, tat, that, mana, mind, vacha, words, nirnam, of human beings, yena, by which he certainly, vishvadesh atma, the super soul, sevyate is served, hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, ishvara, the Supreme Controller. The great sage Narada said, when a living entity is born to engage in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Controller, his birth, all his fruitive activities, his lifespan, his mind and his words are all factually perfect. In this verse, the word nanam is very important. There are many other births besides human birth, but Narada Muni is herein especially speaking of human birth. Amongst human beings, there are different types of men. Of these, those who are advanced in spiritual consciousness or Krishna consciousness are called Aryans. Amongst Aryans, one who engages in the devotional service of the Lord is most successful in life. The word Nanam indicates that lower animals do not engage in the devotional service of the Lord. In perfect human society, everyone should engage in the devotional service of the Lord. It does not matter whether one is born poor or rich, black or white. There may be so many material distinctions for one who takes birth in human society, but everyone should engage in the Lord's devotional service. At the present moment, civilized nations have given up God consciousness for economic development. They are actually no longer interested in advancing in God consciousness. Formerly, their forefathers were engaged in executing religious principles. Whether one is Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, Jewish, or whatever, everyone has some religious institution. Real religion, however, means becoming God conscious. It is particularly mentioned herein that birth is successful if an interest in Krishna consciousness is taken. Activity is successful if it results in serving the Lord. Philosophical speculation or mental speculation is successful when engaged in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The senses are worth possessing when engaged in the service of the Lord. Actually, devotional service means engaging the senses in the service of the Lord. At the present moment, our senses are not purified, therefore our senses are engaged in the service of society, friendship, love, politics, sociology, and so on. However, when the senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, one attains bhakti, or devotional service. In the next verse, these matters will be more clearly explained. When one great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the Lord, he said that all his desires were fulfilled. He said, speech, today everything is auspicious. Today my birthplace and neighborhood are completely glorified. Today my senses, from my eyes down to my toes, are fortunate. Today my life is successful because I have been able to see the lotus feet that are worshipped by the goddess of fortune. Kim Janmabis Tribir Veha Shokradesh Shavitradesh Yajnikai Karmabir Vakrai Desh Proktai Pumsho apostrophe P Vibhuda Yusa. Kim, what is the use? Janmabi of births. Tribi, 3, Va, or Iha, in this world. Shokra, by semina. Savitra, by initiation. Yagnikai, by becoming a perfect Brahmana. Karmabi, by activities. Va, or Trai, in the Vedas. Proktai, instructed. Pumsha, of a human being. Api, even. Vibhuda, of the demigods, Ayusa, with a duration of life. A civilized human being has 3 kinds of births. The first birth is by a pure father and mother, and this birth is called birth by semina. The next birth takes place when one is initiated by the spiritual master, and this birth is called Shavitra. The third birth, called Yajnika, takes place when one is given the opportunity to worship Lord Vishnu. Despite the opportunities for attaining such births, even if one gets the lifespan of a demigod, if one does not actually engage in the service of the Lord, everything is useless. Similarly, one's activities may be mundane or spiritual, but they are useless if they are not meant for satisfying the Lord. The word Shokradesh Janma means taking birth by seminal discharge. Animals can take their birth in this way too. However, a human being can be reformed from the Shokradesh Janma, as recommended in the Vedic civilization. Before the birth takes place, or before father and mother unite, there is a ceremony called Garbhodana Desh Samskara, which must be adapted. This Garbhodana Desh Samskara is especially recommended for high castes, especially the Brahmana caste. It is said in the Shastras that if the Garbhodana Desh Samskara is not practiced amongst the high castes, the entire family becomes Shudra. It is also stated that in this age of Kali, everyone is Shudra due to the absence of the Garbhodana Desh Samskara. This is the Vedic system. According to the Pancharatika system, however, even though everyone is a Shudra due to the absence of the Garbhodana Desh Samskara, if a person has but a little tendency to become Krishna conscious, he should be given the chance to elevate himself to the transcendental platform of devotional service. Our Krishna consciousness movement adopts this Pancharatika Deshvidi, as advised by Srila Sanatana Goswami, who says, Yata kanchan natam yati kamshyam rasadesh vidhanata. Tata dikshadesh vidanena dvijatvam jayate nanam. As bell metal, one mixed with mercury, is transformed to gold, a person, even though not golden pure, can be transformed into a brahmana or dvija simply by the initiation process. Thus, if one is initiated by a proper person, he can be accepted as twice born immediately. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we therefore offer the student his first initiation and allow him to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly and following the regulative principles, one becomes qualified to be initiated as a Brahmana, because unless one is a qualified Brahmana, he cannot be allowed to worship Lord Vishnu. This is called Yagikadesh Janma. In our Krishna consciousness society, unless one is twice initiated, first by chanting Hare Krishna and second by the Gayatri Mantra, he is not allowed to enter the kitchen or deity room to execute duties. However, when one is elevated to the platform on which he can worship the deity, his previous birth does not matter. Chandalo apostrophe P Dvijadesh Resto Haridesh Bhaktidesh Parayana Haridesh Bhaktidesh Vihinas Cha Dvijo apostrophe P Svapachadhama. Even if one is born in the family of a Chandala, if one engages in the devotional service of the Lord, he becomes the best of Brahmanas. But even a Brahmana who is devoid of devotional service is on the level of the lowest dog eater. If a person is advanced in devotional service, it does not matter whether he was born in a Chandala family, he becomes purified. As Sri Prahlada Maharaja said, Viprad Vishadesh Gunadesh Yutat Aravindadesh Nabadesh Padaravindadesh Vimukhach Chvapacham Varishtam Bhak 7, 9, 10. Even if one is a Brahmana and is qualified with all the Brahminical qualifications, he is considered degraded if he is averse to worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if a person is attached to the service of the Lord, he becomes glorified, even if he is born in a Chandala family. Indeed, such a Chandala can deliver not only himself, but all his family predecessors. Without devotional service, even a proud Brahmana cannot deliver himself, and what to speak of his family. In many instances in the Shastras, it is seen that even a Brahmana has become a Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Mlecha, or non-Brahmana. And there are many instances of one's being born a Kshatriya or Vaishya or even lower, in the 18th year, attaining self-elevation to the Brahminical platform by the process of initiation. Therefore, Narada Muni says, Yasya yal lakshanam proktam pumsho varna bhivyan jakam yat anyatrapi drishyeta tat te naiva vinir dishet Bhag 7, 11, 35. It is not a fact that because one is born in a Brahmana family, he is automatically a Brahmana. He has a better chance to become a Brahmana, but unless he meets all the Brahminical qualifications, he cannot be accepted as such On the other hand, if the Brahminical qualifications are found in a person of a Shudra, he should immediately be accepted as a Brahmana. To substantiate this, there are many quotations from Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Bharadvajadesh Samhita, and the Pancharatra, as well as many other scriptures. As far as the duration of life of the demigods, concerning Lord Brahma, it is said, Sahasradash Yugadish Pariyantam, Aharyad Brahmano Vidu, Ratrim Yugadish Sahasrantam, Te Apastavi Hodesh Ratradesh Vido Jana. BG 817. The duration of one day of Brahma is 1,000 times greater than the 4 yugas, aggregating to 4,300,000 years. Similarly, Brahma's one night. Brahma lives for 100 years of such days and nights. The word Vibudhayusa indicates that even if one gets a long lifespan, his lifespan is useless if he is not a devotee. A living entity is the eternal servitor of the Supreme Lord, and unless he comes to the platform of devotional service, his lifespan, good birth, glorious activities, and everything else are null and void. Shrute natapasava kim vacho bhis chitadeshvatibi budhyad va kim nipunaya balenendriyadesh radasa. Shrutena, by Vedic education, tapasa, by austerities, va, or kim, what is the meaning? Vachobi, by words, chita, of consciousness, Vatibi, by the occupations, Buddhya, by intelligence, Va, or Kim, what is the use? Nipunaya, expert, Balena, by bodily strength, Indriyadesh Radasa, by power of the senses. Without devotional service, what is the meaning of severe austerities, the process of hearing, the power of speech, the power of mental speculation, elevated intelligence, strength, and the power of the senses? Question. From the Upanishads we learn, Na yamatma pravachanena labhyo, na medhaya na bahuna shutena, yam evaisha vernute tena labhyas, tasyasya atma vivrnute danum swam. Mundaka Upanishad 3:2-3. Our relationship with the Supreme Lord is never advanced by simple study of the Vedas. There are many Mayavadi sannyasis fully engaged in studying the Vedas, Vedantas Desh Sutra, and Upanishads, but unfortunately they cannot grasp the real essence of knowledge. In other words, they do not know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What, then, is the use in studying all the Vedas, if one cannot grasp the essence of the Vedas, Krishna? Question. The Lord confirms in Bhagavad Gita, Vedais cha sarvair aham eva vedya, speech. By all the Vedas, I am to be known, speech. BG 15:15. There are many religious systems wherein penances and austerities are greatly stressed, but at the end, no one understands Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is therefore no point in such penance, tapasya. If one has actually approached the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he does not need to undergo severe austerities. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is understood through the process of devotional service. In the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, devotional service is explained as Rajadesh Guyam, the king of all confidential knowledge. There are many good reciters of Vedic literatures, and they recite works such as the Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes these professional readers manifest very good scholarship and exhibit word jugglery. Unfortunately, they are never devotees of the Supreme Lord. Consequently, they cannot impress upon the audience the real essence of knowledge, Krishna. There are also many thoughtful writers and creative philosophers, but despite all their learning, if they cannot approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are simply useless mental speculators. There are many sharply intelligent people in this material world, and they discover so many things for sense gratification. They also analytically study all the material elements, but despite their expert knowledge and expert scientific analysis of the whole cosmic manifestation, their endeavors are useless because they cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As far as our senses are concerned, there are many animals, both beasts and birds, who are very expert in exercising their senses more keenly than human beings. For example, vultures or hawks can go very high in the sky but can see a small body on the ground very clearly. This means that their eyesight is so keen that they can find an eatable corpse from a great distance. Certainly their eyesight is much keener than human beings, but this does not mean that their existence is more important than that of a human being. Similarly, dogs can smell many things from a far distance. Many fish can understand by the power of sound that an enemy is coming. All these examples are described in Srimad Bhagavatam. If one's senses cannot help him attain the highest perfection of life, realization of the Supreme, they are all useless. Kim va yugena sankhya sankhena Nyasadish svadhyayayor api kim va shreyobir anyascha na yatratmadesh prado hari. Kim, what is the use? Va, or yogena, by mystic yoga practice. Sankhya, by study of Sankhya philosophy. Nyasa, by accepting sannyasa. Svadhyayayo, and by study of Vedic literature. Api, even. Kim, what is the use? Va, or shreyobi, by auspicious activities. Anyay, other. Cha, and. Na, never. Yatra, where. Atmadesh prada, full satisfaction of self. Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Transcendental practices that do not ultimately help one realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead are useless, be they mystic yoga practices, the analytical study of matter, severe austerity, the acceptance of sannyasa, or the study of Vedic literature. All these may be very important aspects of spiritual advancement, but unless one understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, all these processes are useless. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Bhakti vina kevala jnane, single speech mukti, single speech nahi haya. Bhakti sadhana kare ye, single speech praptadesh brahmalaya, single speech. C.C. Madhya 24, 109. Impersonalists do not take to devotional service, but take to other practices, such as the analytical study of the material elements, the discrimination between matter and spirit, and the mystic yoga system. These are beneficial only insofar as they are complementary to devotional service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore told Sanatana Goswami that without a touch of devotional service, jnana, yoga, and Sankhya philosophy cannot give one the desired results. The impersonalists wish to merge into the Supreme Brahman, however, merging into the Supreme Brahman also requires a touch of devotional service. The absolute truth is realized in three phases, impersonal Brahman, Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All these require a touch of devotional service. Sometimes it is actually seen that these Mayavadis also chant the Hare Krishna Mahadesh mantra, although their motive is to merge into the Brahman effulgence of the Absolute. The yogis also at times take to chanting the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, but their purpose is different from that of the Bhaktas. In all processes, karma, jnana, or yoga, bhakti is required. That is the purport of this verse. Shreyasam api sharvesham atmahi avadhir arthatha sarvesham api bhutanam harir atmana atmatmada praya. Shreyasam, of auspicious activities. Api, certainly. Sarvesham, all. Atma, the self. He, certainly. Avadi, destination. Artata, factually. Sarvesham, of all. Api, certainly. Bhutanam, living entities. Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Atma, the Supersoul. Atmadeshda, who can give us our original identity. Priya, very dear. Factually, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the original source of all self-realization. Consequently, the goal of all auspicious activities, karma, jnana, yoga, and bhakti, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The living entity is the marginal energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the material world is the external energy. Under the circumstances, one must understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is factually the original source of both matter and spirit. This is explained in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhumir apo apostrophe nalo vayu kam mano buddhir evacha ahankara iti yam me bina brakatir astada aparayam itastu anyam prakatim viri me param jivadesh bhutam mahadesh baho yayedam daryate jagat. Earth, water, fire, air, either mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether these 8 comprise my separated material energies. Besides this inferior nature, Almighty Arjuna, there is a superior energy of mind, which consists of all living entities who are struggling with material nature and are sustaining the universe. BG 7, 4 up to 5. The entire cosmic manifestation is but a combination of matter and spirit. The spiritual part is the living entity, and these living entities are described as prakriti, or energy. The living entity is never described as Purusha, the Supreme Person, Therefore, to identify the living entity with the Supreme Lord is simply ignorance. The living entity is the marginal potency of the Supreme Lord, although there is factually no difference between the energy and the energetic. The duty of the living entity is to understand his real identity. When he does, Krishna gives him all the facilities to come to the platform of devotional service. That is the perfection of life. This is indicated in the Vedic Upanishad, Yam evaisha venute tena labhyas tasyasya atma vivrnute tanum shvam Lord Krishna confirms this in Bhagavad Gita, Te sam satatadesh yuktanam bhajatam pritidesh purvakam dadami buddhidesh yogam tam yenamam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. BG 1010. The conclusion is that one must come to the platform of Bhakti Yoga, even though one may begin with Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Astanga Desh Yoga. And as one comes to the platform of Bhakti Desh Yoga, self-realization or realization of the absolute truth cannot be achieved. Yata tarur muladesh nishechanena tripyanti tat desh skandadesh bujo pashaka pranopaharachcha yatendriyanam tataiva sarvarhanam achyutejya. Yata as taro of a tree, mula, the root, nishechanena by watering, tripyati are satisfied, tat its skanda trunks, buja branches, upashaka and twigs, prana the life air, apaharat by feeding, cha and yata as indriyanam of the senses, tata eva similarly, sarva of all demigods, arhanam worship, achyuta of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, ijya worship. As pouring water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body, so simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods, who are parts of that Supreme Personality. Sometimes people ask why this Krishna consciousness movement simply advocates worship of Krishna to the exclusion of the demigods. The answer is given in this verse. The example of pouring water on the root of a tree is very appropriate. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Shri Bhagavanuvacha udvadesh mulam adadesh shakam ashvatham prahur avyayam chandam si yasya pranani yastam veda sa vedadeshvit. The blessed is small, Lord said, there is a banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. BG 15.1. This cosmic manifestation has expanded downward, and the root is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as the Lord confirms in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajate mam buddha bhavadesh samanvita. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. BG 10.8. Krishna is the root of everything, therefore rendering service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Krishna their seva, means automatically serving all the demigods. Sometimes it is argued that karma and jnana require a mixture of bhakti in order to be successfully executed, and sometimes it is argued that bhakti also requires karma and jnana for its successful termination. The fact is, however, that although karma and jnana cannot be successful without bhakti, bhakti does not require the help of karma and jnana. Actually, as described by Srila Rupa Goswami, Anya Bilasita desh shunyam, jnana desh karmadi desh anavartam, pure devotional service should not be contaminated by the touch of karma and jnana. Modern society is involved in various types of philanthropic works, humanitarian works, and so on, but people do not know that these activities will never be successful unless Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is brought into the center. One may ask what harm there is in worshipping Krishna and the different parts of his body, the demigods, and the answer is also given in this verse. The point is that by supplying food to the stomach, the indriyas, the senses, are automatically satisfied. If one tries to feed his eyes or ears independently, the result is only havoc. Simply by supplying food to the stomach, we satisfy all of the senses. It is neither necessary nor feasible to render separate service to the individual senses. The conclusion is that by serving Krishna, Krishna their seva, everything is complete. As confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarvadesh Karma Kata Haya, CC Madhya 2262 in brackets. If one is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is automatically accomplished. Yataiva suryat prabhavanti yavara punascha tasmin pravishanti kale bhutani bhumau shtiradesh changamani tata harau eva gunadesh prabhaha. Yata, as eva certainly suryat from the sun, prabhavanti is generated, vara water, puna again, cha and tasmin unto it, pravishanti enters, kale in due course of time, bhutani all living entities, bhumau to the earth, stira not moving, Jangamani and moving, tata similarly, harau unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, eva certainly gunadesh pravaha, emanation of material nature. During the rainy season, water is generated from the sun, and in due course of time, during the summer season, the very same water is again absorbed by the sun. Similarly, all living entities, moving and inert, are generated from the earth, and again, after some time, they all return to the earth as dust. Similarly, everything emanates from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in due course of time, everything enters into Him again. Because of their poor fund of knowledge, impersonalist philosophers cannot understand how everything comes out from the Supreme Person and then merges into Him again. As Brahmadesh Samhita confirms, Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagat Desh Anda Desh Koti Desh Koti Shuk Ashesha Desh Vashudadi Desh Vibhuti Desh Binam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Ananta Ashesha Desh Bhutam Govindam Adi Desh Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. Transcendental rays emanate from the body of Krishna, and within those rays, which are the Brahman effulgence, everything is existing. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Matstani Sarvadesh Bhutani Biji 9.4. Although Krishna is not personally present everywhere, his energy is nonetheless the cause of all creation. The entire cosmic manifestation is nothing but a display of Krishna's energy. The two examples given in this verse are very, very vivid. During the rainy season, the rain, by rejuvenating the production of vegetables on earth, enables man and animals to obtain living energy. When there is no rain, food is scarce, and man and animal simply die. All vegetables, as well as moving living entities, are originally products of the earth. They come from the earth, and again they merge into the earth. Similarly, the total material energy is generated from the body of Krishna, and at such a time, the entire cosmic manifestation is visible. When Krishna winds up his energy, everything vanishes. This is explained in a different way in Brahma Samhita, Yasya Kadesh Nishvasita Kalam Ata Valambhya Jivanti Loma Desh Vilaja Jagadesh Andadesh Nata Vishnur Mahan Sa Iha Yasya Kala Desh Vishesho Govindam Adidesh Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. BS 548. This entire material creation comes from the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and at the time of annihilation again enters into Him. This process of creation and dissolution is made possible by the breathing of the Mahavishnu, who is only a plenary portion of Krishna. Etat padam taj jagat desh atmana param sakard vibatam savitur yata prabha yata savo jagrati suptadesh shaktayo dravya desh kriya desh jnana desh bida desh brahmatyaya. Etat, this cosmic manifestation, padam, place of habitation, tat, that, jagadish atmana, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, param, transcendental, sakat, sometimes, vibhatam, manifested, savitu, of the sun, yata, s, prabha, sunshine, yata s, asava, the senses, jagrati becomes manifest, supta, inactive, shaktya, energies, dravya, physical elements, kriya, activities, jnana, knowledge, bidadish brahma, differences from misunderstanding, atyaya, passing away. Just as the sunshine is non-different from the sun, the cosmic manifestation is also non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality is therefore all-pervasive within this material creation. When the senses are active, they appear to be part and parcel of the body, but when the body is asleep, their activities are unmanifest. Similarly, the whole cosmic creation appears different and yet non-different from the Supreme Person. This confirms the philosophy of Achintadesh Beda Beda Desh Tattva, brackets, simultaneously one and different, propounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is simultaneously different and non-different from this cosmic manifestation. In the previous verse, it has been explained that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as the root of a tree, is the original cause of everything. It was also explained how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is all-pervasive. He is present within everything in this material manifestation. Since the energy of the Supreme Lord is not different from Him, this material cosmic manifestation is also not different from Him, although it appears different. The sunshine is not different from the sun itself, but it is simultaneously also different. One may be in the sunshine, but he is not on the sun itself. Those who live in this material world are living on the bodily rays of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they cannot see Him personally in the material condition. In this verse, the word padam indicates the place where the Supreme Personality of Godhead resides, as confirmed in Ishopanishad, Ishavasyam idam sarvam. The proprietor of a house may live in one room of the house, comma. Sorry, there's a period. But the entire house belongs to him. Period after house. But the entire house belongs to him. A king may live in one room in Buckingham Palace, comma, but the entire palace is considered his property. It is not necessary for the king, small, to live in every room of that palace for it to be his. He may be physically absent from the rooms, comma, but still the entire palace is understood to be his royal domicile. The sunshine is light, comma, the sun globe itself is light, comma, and the sun god is also light. However, comma, the sunshine is not identical with the sun god, comma, Vivashvan. This is the meaning of simultaneously one and different. Brackets, Achincha Desh Beda Beda Desh Tattva. All the planets rest on the sunshine, comma, and because of the heat of the sun, comma, they all revolve in their orbits. On each and every planet, comma, the trees and plants grow and change colors due to the sunshine. Being the rays of the sun, comma, sunshine is not different from the sun. Similarly, comma, all the planets, comma, resting on the sunshine, comma, are not different from the sun. The entire material world is completely dependent on the sun, comma, being produced by the sun, comma, and the cause, comma, the sun, comma, is inherent in the effects. Similarly, comma, Krishna is the cause of all causes, comma, and the effects are permeated by the original cause. The entire cosmic manifestation should be understood as the expanded energy of the Supreme Lord. When one sleeps, comma, the senses are inactive, comma, but this does not mean that the senses are absent. When one is awakened, comma, the senses become active again. Similarly, comma, this cosmic creation is sometimes manifest and sometimes unmanifest. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Bhuta desh krama sa evayam, bhutva praliyate, ratri desh agame, apostrophe vasha partha, prabhavati ahar desh agame. Speech. Again and again the day comes, comma, and this host of beings is active, comma, and again the night falls, comma, oparta, comma, and they are helplessly dissolved. BG 8:19. When the cosmic manifestation is dissolved, comma, it is in a kind of sleeping condition, comma, an inactive state. Whether the cosmic manifestation is active or inactive, comma, the energy of the Supreme Lord is always existing. Thus the words speech appearance and speech disappearance apply only to the cosmic manifestation. Apply only to the cosmic manifestation. Yata nabasi abhra deshtama deshprakasha bhavanti bhupa na bhavanti anukramat evam pare brahmani shaktayas tu amu rajastama satvam iti pravaha. Yata es nabasi in the sky, abra clouds, tama darkness, prakasha and illumination, bhavanti exist, bu deshpa all kings, both capital, nabhavanti do not appear, anukramat consecutively, evam thus, pare supreme brahmani in the absolute, shaktaya energies, to then, amu those, raja passion, tama darkness, sattvam goodness, iti thus, pravaha emanation. My dear kings, capital, comma, sometimes in the sky there are clouds, comma, sometimes there is darkness, comma, and sometimes there is illumination. The appearance of all these take place consecutively. Similarly, comma, in the Supreme Absolute, comma, the modes of passion, comma, darkness and goodness appear as consecutive energies. Sometimes they appear, comma, and sometimes they disappear. Darkness, comma, illumination and clouds sometimes appear and sometimes disappear, comma, but even when they have disappeared, comma, the potency is still there, comma, always existing. In the sky sometimes we see clouds, comma, sometimes rainfall and sometimes snow. Sometimes we see night, comma, sometimes day, comma, sometimes illumination and sometimes darkness. All these exist due to the sun, comma, but the sun is unaffected by all these changes. Similarly, comma, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the original cause of the total cosmic manifestation, comma, he is unaffected by the material existence. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Bhumir, Apo, apostrophe Nalo, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhir, Evacha, Ahankara, Itiam, Me, Bina, Prakatir, Astada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego dash. Altogether, these 8 comprise my separated material energies, BG 7.4. Although the material or physical elements are the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are separate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is therefore not affected by material conditions. The Vedanta Desh Sutra confirms, brackets, Janmadi Asya Yata, that the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of this cosmic manifestation are due to the existence of the Supreme Lord. Nonetheless, the Lord is unaffected by all these changes in the material elements. This is indicated by the word pravaha, brackets emanation. The sun always shines brilliantly and is not affected by clouds or darkness. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always present in his spiritual energy and is not affected by the material emanations. Brahmadesh Samhita confirms, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sach Desh Chit Desh Ananda Desh Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvadish Karanadish Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the Supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes. BS 5.1. Although he is the supreme cause, the cause of all causes, he is still Parama, transcendental, and his form is such Desh Chit Desh Ananda, eternal spiritual bliss. Krishna is the shelter of everything, and this is the verdict of all scripture. Krishna is the remote cause, and material nature is the immediate cause of the cosmic manifestation. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that understanding Prakriti, or nature, to be the cause of everything is like understanding the nipples or on the neck of a goat to be the cause of milk. Material nature is the immediate cause of the cosmic manifestation, but the original cause is Narayana, Krishna. Sometimes people think that the cause of an earthen pot is the earth. We see on a potter's wheel a sufficient amount of earth to produce many pots, and although unintelligent men will say that the earth on the wheel is the cause of the pot, those who are actually advanced will find that the original cause is the potter, who supplies the earth and moves the wheel. Material nature may be a helping factor in the creation of this cosmic manifestation, but it is not the ultimate cause. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord therefore says, Maya Dyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sa Descharacharam. Speech, this material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, and producing all moving and unmoving beings, PG 9.10. The Supreme Lord casts his glance over material energy, and his glance agitates the three modes of nature. Creation then takes place. The conclusion is that nature is not the cause of the material manifestation. The Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes. Tenaikam Atmanam Asheshadesh Dehinam Kalam Pradhanam Purusham Paresham Swadesh Tejasa Dvastadesh Gunadesh Pravaham Atmaikadesh Bhavina Bhajadvam Ada. Tena, therefore, Ekam, one, Atmanam, unto the Supreme Soul, Ashesha, unlimited, Dehinam, of the individual souls, Kalam, time, Pradhanam, the material cause, Purusham, the Supreme Person, Paresham, the transcendental controller, Swadesh Tejasa, by his spiritual energy, Tvasta, aloof, Gunadesh Pravaham, from material emanations, Atma, self, Ekadesh Bhavena, accepting as qualitatively one, Bhajadvam, engaged in devotional service, Ada, directly. Because the Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes, he is the super soul of all individual living entities, and he exists as both the remote and immediate cause. Since he is aloof from the material emanations, he is free from their interactions and is Lord of material nature. You should therefore engage in his devotional service, thinking yourself qualitatively one with him. According to Vedic calculations, there are three causes of creation, time, the ingredient and the creator. Combined, these are called Tritayatmaka, the three causes. Everything in this material world is created by these three causes. All of these causes are found in the personality of Godhead, as confirmed in Brahma Samhita, Sarvadesh Karanadash Karanam. Narada Muni therefore advises the Prachetas to worship the direct cause, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated before, when the root of a tree is watered, all the parts are energized. According to the advice of Narada Muni, one should directly engage in devotional service. This will include all pious activity. Chaitanya Charitamrita states, Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarvadesh Karma Katahaya. When one worships the Supreme Lord Krishna in devotional service, he automatically performs all other pious activity. In this verse, the words Svadesh Tejasad Vastadesh Gunadesh Pravaham are very significant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is never affected by the material qualities, although they all emanate from his spiritual energy. Those who are really conversant with this knowledge can utilize everything for the service of the Lord, because nothing in this material world is unconnected to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dayaya sarvadesh bhuteshu santushtya yena kena va sarvendriyo pasantya cha tushyanti ashu janardana. Dayaya, by showing mercy, sarvadesh bhuteshu, to all living entities, santustya, by being satisfied, yena kena va, somehow or other, sarvadesh indriya, all the senses, upashantya, by controlling, cha, also, tushyati, become satisfied, asu, very soon, janardana, the Lord of all living entities. By showing mercy to all living entities, being satisfied somehow or other, and controlling the senses from sense enjoyment, one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardana. These are some of the ways in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be satisfied by the devotee. The first item mentioned is Dayaya Sarvadesh Bhuteshu, showing mercy to all conditioned souls. The best way to show mercy is to spread Krishna consciousness. The entire world is suffering for want of this knowledge. People should know that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the original cause of everything. Knowing this, everyone should directly engage in this devotional service. Those who are actually learned, advanced in spiritual understanding, should preach Krishna consciousness all over the world so that people may take to it and make their lives successful. The word Sarvadesh Bhuteshu is significant because it applies not only to human beings but to all the living entities appearing in the 8,400,000 species of life. The devotee can do good not only to humanity but to all living entities as well. Everyone can benefit spiritually by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahadesh mantra. When the transcendental vibration of Hare Krishna is sounded, even the trees, animals and insects benefit. Thus, when one chants the Hare Krishna Mahadesh mantra loudly, he actually shows mercy to all living entities. To spread the Krishna consciousness movement throughout the world, the devotees should be satisfied in all conditions. Narayan Dish Parav Sarve Na Kutaschana Bibyati Svarga Pavargadesh Narakeshu Api Tulyartadesh Darshinam Bhag 6:17-28. It does not matter to the pure devotee if he has to go to hell or to preach. The Supreme Lord lives in the heart of a hog, although the Lord is in Vaikuntha. Even while preaching in hell, a pure devotee remains a pure devotee by his constant association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To attain this state, one is to control his senses. The senses are automatically controlled when one's mind is engaged in the service of the Lord. Apahatadesh Shakalaishana Malatmani Aviratam Editadesh Bhavano Pahuta Nijadesh Janadesh Vasha Desh Gatvam Atmano Apostapiyan Nasarati Chidravad Akshara Satam Hi Apahata vanquished Sakala all Ishana desires Amala spotless Atmani to the mind Aviratam constantly Edita increasing Bhavana with feeling Apahuta being called Nijadesh Jana of his devotees Vasha under the control Gatvam going Atmana his Ayan knowing never Sarati goes away Chidra Deshvat like the sky Akshara the Supreme Personality of Godhead Satam of the devotees he certainly being completely cleansed of all material desires, the devotees are freed from all mental contamination. Thus they can always think of the Lord constantly and address Him very feelingly. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, knowing Himself to be controlled by His devotees, does not leave them for a second, just as the sky overhead never becomes visible. It is clear from the previous verse that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardana, is very quickly satisfied by the activities of His devotees. The pure devotee is always absorbed in the thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as stated, Shrunvatam Svadesh Kata Krishna. By always thinking of Krishna, the pure devotee's heart is freed from all kinds of desires. In the material world, the heart of the living entity is filled with material desires. When the living entity is cleansed, he does not think of anything material. As the mind is completely cleansed, one attains the perfectional stage of mystic yoga, for then the yogi always sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead within his heart. As soon as the Lord is seated within the heart of the devotee, the devotee cannot be contaminated by the material modes of nature. As long as one is under the control of the material modes, he desires so many things and makes so many plans for material sense enjoyment. As soon as the Lord is perceived in the heart, all material desires vanish. When the mind is completely free from material desire, the devotee can think of the Lord constantly. In this way, he becomes completely dependent upon the lotus feet of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prays, Ayi Nanda Desh Tanuja Kinkaram Patitamam Vishame Bhavamburu Kripaya Tava Para Desh Pankaja Desh Sita Desh Tuli Desh Sadasham Vichintaya. Speech. My dear Lord, I am your eternal servant, but somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of this material world. Kindly pick me up and fix me as a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Similarly, Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura prays, Ha ha Prabhu Nanda Desh Suta Desh Vrshabhanu Desh Suta Desh Yuta, Karuna Karaha E Desh Bara Narottama Desh Dasa Karya Desh Na Telila Ranga Desh Paya. Toma vine ke achik amara. My dear Lord, you are now present with the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, Srimati Radharani. Now both of you, please be merciful upon me. Don't kick me away, because I have no shelter other than you. In this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes dependent on his devotee. The Lord is invincible, yet he is conquered by his pure devotee. He enjoys being dependent on his devotee, just as Krishna enjoyed being dependent on the mercy of Mother Yashoda. Thinking himself dependent on the devotee gives the Supreme Lord great enjoyment. Sometimes a king may engage a joker, and in the process of joking, the king is sometimes insulted. The king, however, enjoys these activities. Everyone worships the Supreme Lord with great reverence, semicolon. Therefore, the Lord sometimes wants to enjoy the chastisement of his devotees. In this way, the relationship eternally existing between the Lord and his devotees is fixed, just like the sky overhead. Na bhajati kumani shinam sa ijyam harir adhanatma desh dana desh priyo rasa desh kya shuta desh dana desh kula desh karmanam madair ye vidadati papam akinchaneshu satsu. Never bhajati accepts kudesh manishinam of persons with a dirty heart. Sa hi ijyam, offering Hari, the Supreme Lord. Adana, to those who have no material possessions. Atmadesh dana, simply dependent on the Lord. Priya, who is dear. Rasadesh gya, who accepts the essence of life. Shruta, education. Dana, wealth. Kula, aristocracy. Karmanam, and of fruitive activities. Madai, by pride. All those who vidadati, perform. Papam, disgrace. Akinchaneshu, without material possessions. Satsu, unto the devotees. The Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes very dear to those devotees who have no material possessions but are fully happy in possessing the devotional service of the Lord. Indeed, the Lord relishes the devotional activities of such devotees. Those who are puffed up with material education, wealth, aristocracy, and fruitive activity are very proud of possessing material things, and they often deride the devotees. Even if such people offer the Lord worship, the Lord never accepts them. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is dependent on his pure devotees. He does not even accept the offerings of those who are non-devotees. A pure devotee is one who feels he does not possess anything material. A devotee is always happy in possessing the devotional service of the Lord. Devotees may sometimes appear materially poor, but because they are spiritually advanced and enriched, they are most dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such devotees are free from attachment to family, society, friendship, children, and so on. They abandon affection for all these material possessions and are always happy in possessing the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. The Supreme Personality of Godhead understands the position of his devotee. If a person derides a pure devotee, he is never recognized by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, the Supreme Lord never excuses one who offends a pure devotee. There are many examples of this in history. A great mystic yogi, Durvasha Muni, often offended the great devotee Ambarisha Maharaja. The great sage Durvasa was to be chastised by the Sudarshana Chakra of the Lord. Even though the great mystic directly approached the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was never excused. Those on the path of liberation should be very careful not to offend a pure devotee. Shriyam anucharatim taddish artinascha dvipadadish patin vibudamscha yat svadish purna na bhajati nijadesh prityadesh vargadesh tantra katam amum udvi sajet puman katadesh kya. Shriyam, the goddess of fortune. Anucharatim, who follows him. Tat, of her. Artina, those who aspire to get the favor. Cha, and Dvidesh Padadesh Patin, rulers of the human beings. Vibhudan, demigods. Cha, also Yat, because Swadesh Purna, self-sufficient, not never. Bhajati, cares for. Nija, own. Britya, Desh Varga, on his devotees. Tantra, dependent. Katam, how. Amum, him. Udvi Sajet, can give up. Puman, a person. Katadesh Gya, grateful. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead is self-sufficient, he becomes dependent on his devotees. He does not care for the goddess of fortune, nor for the kings and demigods who are after the favors of the goddess of fortune. Where is that person who is actually grateful and will not worship the personality of Godhead? Question. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is worshipped by all materialistic men, including big kings and demigods in heaven. Lakshmi, however, is always after the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though he does not require her service. Brahma Samhita says that Lord is worshipped by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune, but the Supreme Lord does not require service from any of them, because if he so desires, he can produce millions of goddesses of fortune through his spiritual energy, the pleasure potency. This very personality of Godhead, out of his closest mercy, becomes dependent on the devotees. How fortunate, then, is a devotee who is thus favored by this personality of Godhead. What ungrateful devotee will not worship the Lord and enter into his devotional service? Question. Actually, a devotee cannot forget his obligation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even for a single moment. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura says that both the Supreme Lord and his devotee are rasadeshkya, full of transcendental humor. The mutual attachment between the Supreme Lord and his devotee is never to be considered material. It always exists as a transcendental fact. There are 8 types of transcendental ecstasy, brackets known as bhava, anubhava, sthayi bhava, and so on, and these are discussed in the nectar of devotion. Those who are unaware of the position of the living entity and the Supreme Person, Krishna, think that the mutual attachment between the Lord and his devotees is a creation of the material energy. Factually, such attachment is natural both for the Supreme Lord and for the devotee, and it cannot be accepted as material. Matriya vacha iti prachetaso rajan anyascha bhagavadeshkata shravayitva brahmadesh lokam yayau svayambhuvo moni. Matriya uvacha, Matriya said, iti das prachetasa, the prachetas, rajan, O king, anya, others, cha, also, bhagavadeshkata, topics about the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shravayitva, after instructing brahmadesh lokam, to brahmaloka, yayau, went back, svayam bhuva. Swayam Desh Bhuva, the son of Lord Brahma, Muni, the great sage. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear King Vidura, Sri Narada Muni, the son of Lord Brahma, thus described all these relationships with the Supreme Personality of Godhead to the Prachetas. Afterwards, he returned to Brahmaloka. One has to hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from a pure devotee. The Prachetas got this opportunity from the great sage Narada, who told them of the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees. Te apostrophe P Tan desh mukha desh niryatam yasho lokadesh malapaham harer nishamya tat desh padam dhyayantas tat deshkatim yayu. Te, the prachetas, api also, tat of Narada, mukha, from the mouth, niryatam, gone forth, yasha, glorification, loka, of the world, mala, sins, apaham, destroying, hare, of Lord Hari, nishamya, having heard, tat, of the Lord, padam, feet, dhyayanta, meditating upon, tat deshkatim, unto his abode, yayu, went, hearing from Narada's mouth the glories of the Lord, which vanquish all the ill fortune of the world, they also became attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Meditating on his lotus feet, they advanced to the ultimate destination. Here it is seen that by hearing the glories of the Lord from a realized devotee, the prachetas easily attained a strong attachment for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, meditating on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord at the end of their lives, they advanced to the ultimate goal, Vishnu Loka. It is sure and certain that anyone who always hears the glories of the Lord and thinks of his lotus feet will reach that supreme destination. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, man desh mana bhava mad desh bhakto mad desh yaji mam namas desh kuru mam evaishyashi satyam te pratijane priyo apostafisi me. Always think of me and become my devotee. Worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my dear, very dear friend. BG 1865. Etat te apostrophe bihitam kshatar yan mam tvam pariprastavan prachetasam naradasya samvadam haridesh kirtanam. Etat, this te unto you, abihitam, instructed, kshata or vidura yat, whatever, mam unto me, tvam, you, pariprastavan, inquired, prachetasam, of the prachetas, naradasya, of Narada, Samvadam, conversation, Haridesh Kirtanam, describing the glories of the Lord. My dear Vidura, I have told you everything you wanted to know about the conversation between Narada and the Prachetas, the conversation describing the glories of the Lord. I have related this as far as possible. Srimad Bhagavatam describes the glories of the Lord and his devotees. Because the whole subject matter is the glorification of the Lord, naturally the glorification of his devotees automatically follows. Shri Shuka Uvacha Ya Esa Utana Pado Mana Vasyanu Varnita Vamsha Priyadesh Vratasyapi Niboda Nirpadesh Satama. Shri Shuka Uvacha, Shri Shukadev Goswami said, Shri Shukadev Goswami, semicolon, said, Ya, which Esa, this dynasty, Uttanapat, of King Uttanapada, Manavasya, the son of Swayambhuva Manu, Anuvarnita, described following the footprints of previous acharyas, Vamsha, dynasty, Priyadesh Vratasya, of King Priyavrata, Api also, Niboda, tried to understand, Nirpadesh Satama, O best of kings. Shukadev Goswami continued, O best of kings, King Parikshit, I have now finished telling about the descendants of the first son of Swayambhuva Manu, Uttanapada. I shall now try to relate the activities of the descendants of Priyavrata, the second son of Swayambhuva Manu. Please hear them attentively. Dhruva Maharaja was the son of King Uttanapada, and as far as the descendants of Dhruva Maharaja or King Uttanapada are concerned, their activities are described up to the point of the Prachetas. Now Shri Shukadeva Goswami desires to describe the descendants of Maharaja Priyavrata, the second son of Swayambhuva Manu. Yo Naradat Atmadesh Vidyam Adhi Gamaya Punar Mahim Bhuktva Vibhajya Putrebhya Aishvaram Samagat Padam. One who, Naradat, from the great sage Narada, Atmadesh Vidyam, spiritual knowledge, Adigamya, after learning, Puna, again, Mahim, the earth, Bhuktva, after enjoying, Vibhajya, after dividing, Putrebhya, unto his sons, Aishvaram, transcendental, Samagat, achieved, Padam, position. Although Maharaj Priyavrata received instructions from the great sage Narada, he still engaged in ruling the earth. After fully enjoying material possessions, he divided his property amongst his sons. He then attained a position by which he could return home, back to Godhead. Imam tu kausara vino pavarnitam kshata nishamyajita deshvada deshsat deshkatam pravrda deshbhavo apostrophe shru deshkalakulo muner dadara murdhana charanam ardadesh hare. Imam, all this too then, Kausaravina by Maitreya Upavarnitam, described Kshata Vidura Nishamya, after hearing Ajita Deshvada, glorification of the Supreme Lord, Saddesh Katam, transcendental message, Pravrda, enhanced, Bhava, ecstasies, Ashu, of tears, Kala, by particles, Akula, overwhelmed, Mune, of the great sage, Dadara, captured, Murdna, by the head, Charanam, the lotus feet, Hrda, by the heart, Hare, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My dear King, in this way, after hearing the transcendental messages of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees from the great sage Maitreya, Vidura was overwhelmed with ecstasy. With tears in his eyes, he immediately fell down at the lotus feet of his Guru, his spiritual master. He then fixed the Supreme Personality of Godhead within the core of his heart. This is a sign of associating with great devotees. A devotee takes instructions from the liberated soul and is thus overwhelmed by ecstasy from transcendental pleasure. As stated by Prahlada Maharaja, Naisham Matis Tavat Urukraman Garhim Sparsati Anartha Pagamo Yadish Artha Mahyasam Padadish Rajo apostrophe Bishekam Nishkinchananam Na Vanita Yavat. Bhak 7532. One cannot become a perfect devotee of the Lord without having touched the lotus feet of a great devotee. One who has nothing to do with this material world is called Nishkinchana. The process of self-realization and the path home, back to Godhead, means surrendering to the bona fide spiritual master and taking the dust of his lotus feet on one's head. Thus one advances on the path of transcendental realization. Vidura has this relationship with Maitreya, and he attained the results. Vidura uvacha so apostrophe yam adya mahadesh yogin bhavata karunatmana darshitas tamasa paro yatra kinchana go hari. Vidura uvacha, Vidura said, Sa, that I am this, Adya, today, Mahadesh Yogin, O great mystic, Bhavata, by you, Karunadesh Atmana, most merciful, Darshita, I have been shown, Tamasa, of the darkness, Para, the other side, Yatra, where, Akinchana Deshka, approachable by the materially free, Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Vidura said, O great mystic, O greatest of all devotees, by your cause's mercy, I have been shown the path of liberation from this world of darkness. By following this path, a person liberated from the material world can return home, back to Godhead. This material world is called Tama, dark, and the spiritual world is called light. The Vedas enjoin that everyone should try to get out of the darkness and go to the kingdom of light. Information of that kingdom of light can be attained through the mercy of a self-realized soul. One also has to get rid of all material desires. As soon as one frees himself from material desires and associates with a liberated person, the path back home, back to Godhead, is clear. Shishuka uvacha iti anamya tam amantriya viduror gajadesh sahavayam svahanam didrikshu prayayau gyantinam nivritashaya. Shri Shuka Uvacha, Shri Shukadeva Goswami said, Iti das anamya, offering obeisances, tam, unto Maitreya, amantriya, taking permission, Vidura, Gajadesh Sahavayam, the city of Hastinapura, Svanan, own, Didrikshu, desiring to see, Prayayau, left that place, Gyatinam, of his kinsmen, Nivartadesh Asaya, free from material desires. Shukadeva Goswami continued, Vidura thus offered obeisances unto this great sage Maitreya, and, taking his permission, started for the city of Hastinapura to see his own kinsmen, although he had no material desires. When a sentient person wants to see his kinsmen, he has no material desire to see them. He simply wants to give them some instructions so that they can benefit. Vidura belonged to the royal family of the Kauravas, and although he knew that all the family members were destroyed at the battle of Kurukshetra, he nonetheless wanted to see his elder brother, Dhritarashtra, to see if he could deliver him from the clutches of Maya. When a great sentient person like Vidura sees his relatives, he desires only to deliver them from the clutches of Maya. Vidura thus offered his respectful obeisances to his spiritual master and departed for the city of Hastinapura, the kingdom of the Kauravas. Etadya Shanyuyat Rajan Rajnam Haridesh Arpitat Manam Ayur Danam Yasha Svasti Gatim Aishwaryam Apnuyat. Etad, this, one who Shanyuyat hears Rajan, O King Parikshit, both capital, all three capital. Rajnam, of kings, Hari, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arpita Desh Atmanam, one have given their life and soul. Who have given their life and soul. Ayu, duration of life. Dhanam, wealth. Yasha, reputation. Swasti, good fortune. Gatim, the ultimate goal of life. Aishwaryam, material opulence. Apnuyat, achieves. O king, those who hear these topics about kings who are completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead obtain without difficulty a long life, wealth, good reputation, good fortune, and, ultimately, the opportunity to return home, back to Godhead. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 31st chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Speech Narada Instructs the Prachetas, and of the 4th canto. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.